Yeah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, like the vid, guys, like the vid, my people, like the vid, subscribe, smart the like button, guys, smart the like button, guys, smart the like button, my people, like the freaking vid, guys, like the vid, my people, like that vid, my guys, my people, like the vid. So, guys, we're gonna be talking about Manchester City. We're gonna have a serious discussion about Manchester City. They lost today again to Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford team, and I said it already. If they still lose to a team like Manchester United, they need to liquidate that club. So I said it already. Manchester need to liquidate that club because you cannot look to a team like United and get scot free. And Pep Guardiola for me, I'm gonna question his credential because this is beyond explain. I cannot explain. See, I said it after the match. I don't see this is above crisis. This is a serious competition need to be had with Manchester City. You cannot tell me just because Rodri doesn't come into the team, you cannot play football. No, that's a lie. I'm sorry, that's a lie. We need to have a serious conversation with United. And for us now, it doesn't surprise me with Arsenal because I've stick my neck out already from day one. I said it, they're not going to win the league. People call me names. Arsenal fans called me out, and I'm ready to be called out. No problem about it. Let's go. Let's go into it. I've said it already. You're not going to win the league because you have a manager who doesn't believe he's good enough to win the league. When your manager is telling your players to keep defending and don't take risk in the game, that is stupid for me. You don't do that in the football because you want to win the. And I said this. Ateta is feeling the pressure because he doesn't believe. Because I think his belief is because we have Liverpool, we have Man City. I think this is gonna be difficult. So he's feeling the pressure. And for Liverpool, I was very surprised Liverpool drop out because I never expected them to drop because I believe like Liverpool should be able to win because they have enough firepower in the team. But I was very surprised they dropped the match, and that could be a big gratification because I was telling to Chris, I said, "You guys play the Merseyside derby in February. I look at the fixture of you guys. That's a tough fixture. That's a very tough fixture. Newcastle is in the middle of that fixture. Somebody is in the middle, so I've forgotten this kind of fixture in that middle. That's a very tough fixture to play. So you have to be at least 100%. How do I put this? In terms of your result, you have to be 100%. If you don't want maybe another more point again, it's gonna be even if you have an outstanding game, it will be very very difficult. And next week you play Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium next week. That's gonna be difficult because Spurs won today. They are gonna be at home next week in front of their fan base. They're gonna reward their fan base some good results, and they have to win. So if Chelsea win next week against Everton, we top of the table before Liverpool play on Sunday. That's the pressure is gonna be there. Liverpool need to win. Else, for me, it's gonna be difficult for them to come back. But before that, please like the video, guys. Like and subscribe. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, guys. Like that freaking video. Smash the like button, guys. Like that video. Like the video. So, Chris, how you doing? Let me come to Arsenal first for you before we talk about your club. Go ahead.
Mm. Yeah, nah, Arsenal, man. I think they're looking like a bunch of cowards, and they're looking like the pressure is actually like impacting them. Like I feel like Arteta hasn't recovered since the end of 22, 23, where the team was open and they were going for it. They were going for risks regardless of the
Mm-hmm.
consequences that they might face from the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Because of those losses to I think it was Brighton, and I don't know if it was Wolves or Bournemouth, the other game, I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
Bournemouth. They lost to Bournemouth.
yeah,
Uh,
those two losses in the last three games.
mhm,
Because of those games, it's like he's been scarred for life. And
mhm,
Declan Rice is an amazing signing, but it's like he signifies what Arteta wants to do, where it's like he wants to make them nasty to play against, and he
mhm,
wants the team to be as functional and stiff as possible to just narrowly win the game. It's not about like entertainment. It's not about free flowing football anymore. No, it's just functional. We are trying to win. That's why they're spamming crosses and corners and all this rubbish. So it's like an inability to beat Everton is insane. At home, it's insane.
I cannot believe it. I cannot
It's
believe it.
insane. Like I know NK predicted that they're gonna lose 1-0, But
His position if not for Abdullah Dokore who missed that chance in the first half, his position he almost get it right with his position.
mm, that's crazy. It's crazy. I think Arsenal's out of it. I think Arsenal's out of this title race. You know, because I don't know if they can like just flip a switch and the creativity will start flowing again. Like I don't even think they trust themselves at this
I
point.
think the problem I see is the players are not hard for me, and I think they are lacking belief in that team. And when you're lacking belief in a team, when the team is lacking belief, when the team is lacking belief for me, they tend to have something called a decision making, which is sometimes it's always poor, a poor decision making, which you hardly see that in top team though. When the team is lacking belief, Arsenal lack the belief and they look naked when it comes to um running, passing up the balls and everything. They look naked, and I'm looking at Nadia, I'm like, what the heck is going on? And for you to play against Everton, Sean Dice, who knows how to pass the balls, and to go there and stink up the place in your home. No, no, no. I cannot forgive you for that. I cannot explain that because that is a joke. In your home, you stink up the place in your home. That is a joke. I'm not kidding. Because I watched the match, I'm like, I want to see what Arsenal is gonna do because those teams are kind of good at home and because they are good on set piece. So I was expecting that even if they're gonna be poor, at least they should be able to score a set piece. That was my expectation. But to watch them and shake my head, I cannot believe it. What I just watched, I cannot believe what I watched. I cannot believe it. But again, this has nothing like belief. They lack motivation for me. And that's bothered to the manager. When Mikel Arteta was talking in the post match, I was like, I told the players not to take the risk. I told them because I believe if they take the risk, we're gonna be a lot of mistakes. We're gonna concede too much. So we have to be defensive level and we have to be able to possess the game. Like, Arteta, are you mad? Excuse me? And Bukayo Saka said the same thing 2 weeks ago. He said, and I quote him, I'll find the because people talk, I'm kind of, it's not me, it's Saka said it. And I repeat, I quote what he said. I want to play attacking football. We want to play attacking football. But the manager said we need to defend more. We have to be good defensively. So we have to listen to the manager. Now, do you blame Saka on that? No, you don't blame him. You blame the manager. Because the instruction is given out to the players. And I'm like, it's like you are hindering this kind of attacking players in the team not to do what they have to do. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot tell me after 5 seasons, all you can give Arsenal fan base is FA Cup. As much as I want to rate on Arsenal, sometimes I just laugh when I look at their fan base too. And that's why I've been praying to God. I want United to come back. Because United have an heritage better than Arsenal. I can take United banter into my body and chest. I'm like, they have one stuff. But Arsenal has never wanted something in the last 20 years. So what of that do they even have to start talking about title race, winning titles? It doesn't make any sense because the amount of PR that has been given to Arsenal doesn't. Yeah, they've done very well, but have they even showed enough to be able to say we can actually do this? And I'll say it again: the realistic Arsenal fans are very delusional. They hate the truth. I'm not joking. They hate the truth. You have to tell them the truth. Arsenal fan base needs to be realistic. Call a spade a spade. This Arsenal team is crap. It's not good enough. Very simple. And move on. No. Stop.
I would.
Stop. Kind of rubbish. It's like annoying.
Let's hear this key parties. It's going to start.
When the new
Let's
fans
hear it.
are trying to tell me, we have to put contest into it. There's a red card. There's injuries. I'm like, excuse me, red card injuries. Is that the reason this match play very well?
Back.
Hello, excuse me.
Yeah, nah. Personally, I wouldn't go that far in saying that the Arsenal team's crap. Like, I wouldn't go that far, man. Like, they have like a lot of talented players who can actually play ball, but the tactical setup smells. Like, they're not trying to play football. They're not trying to play football. Spamming crosses, playing corners, and just literally just spamming corner after corner after corner, trying to win at free kicks. All these cheap tactics. It's like these players can't be maximized with this mentality and this tactical setup, you know. And like Saka, I don't fully buy.
But Chris,
I don't fully buy.
For you to come out and say that, no. That brother is fed
No,
up.
no, No. I don't think players can say that. I don't think a player like
No. He said,
Liverpool.
I'll bring the quote out. He said it to 2 weeks. I think he said 2 weeks or last week. He said it, and I'm like, Saka, hold on, why?
He said why?
That was my that was my response. I was like, why?
yo,
Why are you doing this?
yo.
Because it looked confusing to me that a player like him could come out and say it. I want to play attacking football. We want to attack more, but we have to listen to what the manager said because that's exactly what he wants us to do. What can I say? That's what I thought I
Yep.
want them to do. And I thought I even said it yesterday. I told the player not to take risks because they will make a lot of mistakes. We need to possess the game more. We need to be good defensively. That's what I said. That's
Yeah,
what he
but
said.
I don't think the players can say any more than that. I don't think they can say any more than that. They have to deal with the cards that they dealt with. You know, it's like under Norbert Klopp, we couldn't say much publicly for as bad as we were tactically set up. We couldn't say much. You know, you have to just deal with the cards that you dealt with. Yeah.
My small brother. Let's keep talking.
Oh, yo.
Because Chris, this is what's making me laugh now when I look at Arsenal. The real Arsenal fan base. They don't when you tell them the truth, it hurt them in their soul. And it's very difficult for them to assimilate. And I'm asking myself, call a spade a spade. This team is not good enough. No cap. This team is not good enough. Let's move on. Bar
No,
Bukayo
but
Saka,
that's my thing. That's
that
my thing.
Bukayo
I
Saka
feel
and
like
Odegaard, the rest of that team should be playing in Bolton. I'm not kidding.
play
Saka,
where Bolton.
Odegaard, maybe
Yeah, he
Raya,
said
and maybe
Bolton. He said
Declan.
Bolton. He said Bolton.
I'm not kidding. Maybe Rice, maybe I'll say Rice, David Raya, Bukayo Saka, and Martinez. You see those 4 players. The
Why
rest
are
of
you
that
not talking
player,
about the defense? Whoa, 1 minute. Why are you
oh,
not talking about
yes,
the defense?
Saliba and them Gabriel,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
After those players, the rest of them should be playing in both teams of Sheffield Wednesday. I'm not
Wait,
kidding.
hold on. Why is Martin Odegaard like
Yeah,
immune?
you see, this is what I wanted to. This
Because
is what. Sorry,
I rate Odegaard very highly.
I'm like, sorry. Let
I
me
rate
let
him
me take
highly.
it from here.
Okay.
What I've seen over the past 2 days. So that is Saturday from 4:30 onwards to today.
Mm.
The agenda, the program to disrespect this Erdogan guy. I've kept quiet. I ain't speaking too much, but I knew that Abdullahi we're gonna have a stream. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what I'm seeing. That the fact that people, people are saying, "Yo, Erdogan, it is you." That's the reason why we can't score a goal against Everton, and then Fulham. Listen, I'll be the first guy to tell you, Erdogan's been poor. I watched the Arsenal game for the first like maybe 20 minutes up until I saw Robertson got a red card, so I then swiftly changed. But
Good. Anyways,
I watched the Arsenal game. Yo, I can't lie to you. It's a disgrace. This is an Arsenal heritage, and I get it because Arteta seems to have been scarred from when they bottled the league in historic fashion early 2 years ago, and I understand it. But what you need to understand, Arteta, is it's too early for this sort of terrorism. It's too early. If this was in April or May, the fans can understand it. The players can
mm.
understand it. We could all understand it in this. It's not even Christmas yet. In December, you're playing this brand of football. You can't succeed like this, and that's why
Mm.
I predicted Everton were going to win. So I was wrong. It was a 0-0 draw. But you need to understand, Sean Dyche, you're not getting that set piece, bro. You're not getting that set piece. So that avenue
Sorry to
is
cut you short.
closed.
Well, I don't know if it was the first time when Abdullah Dakari was one-on-one with David Kaya that Gabriel saved. I was about to shout Gabriel like, hey, what I remember Nana 1-0 prediction. Think
And
of the play.
I actually watched that game. The best chance of the game for me came. Oh no, to be fair, Odegaard, you have to finish that. But from outside of that, what I watched, Decore. But obviously, you look at Everton, their confidence is low. So when it comes to finishing chances, it's crazy. If it's a more informed Decore, he should be burying that chance he had. But unfortunately, it's fine. For me, if you're asking where I'm looking at, Martinelli, brother. This is Ashley Young in 2024. It's Ashley Young in 2024. He made
Nana
his debut.
is Martinelli. Is he from Brazil or from Zimbabwe?
He's
He's
don't
Italian. He's
disrespect my sim.
Italian. He's
Don't disrespect
Italian.
my sim, guys. But
He's
Martinelli,
Italian.
no, bro. This is Ashley Young. Ashley Young, I think, made his Premier League debut when I was 2. I'm now a 24-year-old man. Stop. I'm lying. What are we doing? What are we doing? And he was comfortable. He was
Excuse me?
comfortable. I'm lying. He
Are you
wasn't.
telling me you are 2 years of age when Ashley Young was playing football?
Ashley Young made
Wow.
his debut. I was 2.
Wow.
And he's still here. I'm 24. He's still here. And Marcelli, you couldn't cook him.
And
Let me be the first to tell you.
Abdullah was 6.
You're right. Yes, me too.
I mean,
Yes, me too.
bro,
Guys, big up, guys.
it's shame. Odegaard, you're the captain of the team, so we're gonna have to look at you. But this Odegaard is.
I'm not even gonna lie. Wait, let's speak on this Odegaard thing. Number one, personally, I don't even look at him as the captain. I think he's captain for sure. He doesn't embody that like real commander of men leader thing, you know. But like the whole, I agree with you. Like for the past 2 days, if anyone's been on football Twitter, they've seen the Odegaard disrespect is crazy. I rate
him very highly. I rate Odegaard very highly. People know me. I rate him that high, very, very highly.
Chris,
But-
I'm getting to the point where I need to assess where I stand with Odegaard. I need to make a level of assessment as to.
Because I think there was one thing we did. Was it 1 week ago, 2 weeks when we were rating the number 10? And people were always my number. I was like, Palmer, Bruno Fernandes, Odegaard, maybe KDB, Florian Wirtz, Musiala. Those are my number 10s because that's how much I rate Odegaard.
I feel I'm starting to get the impression that season when Arsenal bottled it, it was a fluke. I don't want to say a fluke, but it was an outlier. It was an outlier because his chance conversion, his finishing, his shooting was better than what I'm seeing. This guy looks like he can't finish.
But you see, that's my thing. It's like my thing is I'm not even looking at him for finishing. Like for sure, it does look like that was a hot streak in 22-23. But my issue with Odegaard is you're this alleged technician. I expect a certain level of creativity from you, playmaking from you. And you see that tweet that I sent in I think it was yesterday, where it's like Odegaard passes to Saka and he expects Saka to take 3 people
He
on.
put us on,
Yeah, you know, I see a lot of that, and I'm like, yo, this isn't what's being packaged and what's being sold about who Odegaard is.
Hey, Jimmy is about to come on and roast Pep Guardiola. My goodness, we'll get there, Jimmy. We'll get it. But continue, Chris.
Yeah, like I'm not seeing this passing the eye of the needle creativity type of ish from him. I'm just literally seeing
a guy,
first phase player, just a random guy who can press.
Hold on. Let me jump
In the
there.
first phase, he can help and build up, and then just pass to Saka and hope for the best.
Let me jump
That's
in
what
here
I'm saying.
really quick. Big
Guys,
up,
guys.
guys. Big up, guys. Listen, Arsenal, you guys are spot on with all your assessments about Arsenal, but there's an elephant in the room that everybody is skating around when it comes to Arsenal.
Ooh.
Come on, man. Let's have a discussion.
Yes, I want to have that discussion. Go ahead.
The elephant in the room is, in my humble opinion, and it's going to be a very radical take, Bukayo Saka.
yes.
Bukayo Saka. And I know it's a very radical statement.
But let's explain your reason.
Bukayo Saka is a wall. You see, there's no reason why a wall. I tell you why. He plays the same way every freaking game. I've never seen, unless he plays that left, that what do you call it? The left wing. What do you call it?
Don't say wing back. Don't say wing back.
When he plays wing back, that's when you see the variety in his game.
Excuse me.
Like I don't know why. I know people say he's like Robin, and it's true. Robin did one thing and did one thing the best. He just played on the wing and used.
Are you saying he's a one-trick pulling guy?
I don't know because he's a world-class player, so I need help. That's why I say it's an elephant.
Is a stretch.
No, I think he's earned it. But my problem is you can't be that kind of classy player and just play one way. Is it instructions from the
ref? But bless, I said I don't know if you listened to what I was saying. Bukayo Saka said it 2 weeks ago that he wants to play attacking football. He loves to attack. The team loves to attack. But Arteta said, and I quote him, the manager said we need to defend more. We need to be good defensively. So we have to listen to the manager. That's what he said.
Yeah, but guys, my problem, You guys
He
know.
said,
If you guys know me and my punditry, if you play anywhere on the wing and all you do is cut in, I'm going to call you out. True or false?
but that's true.
No, this I'm being democratic about my assessment here.
Mm-hmm.
I said it about Rhys James. I said about Noni
None
Madeke,
of my
Nonso
okay.
Madeke, and that's why even though Sancho is still, I know Sancho is still under the microscope. Sancho is not one way. Sancho is fluid, and people will tell me that's just the way Saka plays. But for me, I find that the way he plays is too predictable. So if I'm a coach and I'm coaching Everton, I say just I'll keep my defenders in an L shape.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And if Saka scores, then let that be the brilliant goal of the game. We can deal with. It's like in basketball when you can live and die with some 3-pointers. You understand? And in Saka's case, it's almost like you can live and die with Saka scoring wonder goals as long as you defend the rest of the 10. The 10 players. That's my problem with Saka. He's a world-class player. I know people will say, okay, take a stand. Is he world-class or does he suck? I think he's a world-class player, but therein lies the problem.
But like, we have to look at it this way.
But
Okay, so before you come in, if you go to another team, maybe another club, on a different manager that plays attacking football, I don't think is that one thing pony where it's gonna be predictable because I believe is a borderline. It's getting to that borderline work like you said. It's not work last for me, but it's getting there because of his numbers, and the numbers is be putting out is getting there. But I believe if you leave at Arsenal and go to a different team that plays a different brand of football, you will see a different Bukayo Saka. I hate to say it, Chris is here. If he goes to Liverpool on that spot because of the way slot play, you're gonna see Bukayo Saka a different player because Liverpool all ball goes to Saka. Bro, you know very well. He will cut in a game over. It will evolve his game more because he's playing under
The
a
blue
different team and a different manager and a
No,
different team.
but you know why? Sorry, Abla, I didn't mean to cut you off. But you know why this my Saka comment is I think is very critical. Is if you listen to all the corners of the world and the way they assess Arsenal, everybody's skating around
Saka,
who? Saka.
Bukayo Saka.
Nobody wants to shine the light on his production is top class, but I think his production is larger than what the team is. There's a huge gap between what Saka is doing and what the rest of it's like a choir. Think about a choir at church. There's one guy that the choir master can sing so good that the rest of the choir cannot follow up. It's that kind of a broken relationship, I think.
but don't you think sorry, Kachif, don't you think the onus should be on the rest to get
Step
on
up.
his wavelength? Yeah, step up. Because he's
Sorry,
doing
say
his
that again.
job.
Say that again.
Don't you think the onus should be on the teammates to step up and get on his wavelength instead of looking at Saka and being like, how can you galvanize everybody else?
You're absolutely right, but you see, when one guy is too predictable, you pay the price. It will come to the fore.
Yes.
It will come to the fore. Predictability, especially in the EPL. That's why. Guess what, Chris? That's why Nonso Madeke has been dropped to the bench.
Yo,
No, it's the truth. Let's be fair. Let's actually talk football.
Nana, if you respond,
That is the only reason why Nonso
Don't you dare
Madeke has.
respond.
All Nonso does is cut, and look for that shot. Today I was surprised. We're not talking about Chelsea here, but he put a
we'll
cross
get it.
in. He put a cross in. So for Saka, if that is the only way if that is the only way Saka plays, then maybe Abdullah is right. Maybe he needs to go. But why does he need to go? Abdullah, why does he need to go to another team?
Okay, let me be.
No, but wait, sorry, Abdullah, before you go.
Hold on. I'm going to ask this question. You guys can go. Why do you have to pull him away from Arsenal for him to flourish? That's it.
Okay, let me be too banter aside. I'm going to be truthful. I want to talk football right now because I look at that as nothing for me. Martinelli should be playing in Zimbabwe or Nasarawa United. Take him out of the that brother is not a football player. He's a carpenter. I'm taking him out. Guys, meet some. Apart from other guys, who I believe is a creative player there, Bukayo Saka is suffering because the numbers he put up is very, very high. That's a high volume number for a player like him to be putting up. And for a player like that to shine more and to become that world-class player, he need to leave a team like that Arsenal because the over-reliance on him is too much and there is no competition for Bukayo Saka in that Arsenal team. Because, for example, if you are going to a big team, maybe like Madrid or even, for example, like Liverpool or like a Man City, where If I'm going to perform at the level I have to perform, I'm gonna get put on the bench. Somebody else gonna play my position. It will lift up the player more to know, okay, next game I'm gonna play 200%. But Arsenal rely too much, way too much on, even if he's getting injured. If Saka gets injured today, by next match he's playing next match because the over reliance on him is too much. And when the player is putting too much of output, and all you can give him is terrorism football, FA Cup, and after 5 years of building, all you can give him is an FA Cup. Brother, pack your bag and get out. Enough is
Um, Abdullahi, I think. Sorry, Chris. Before you go, oh, he's gone.
enough.
Before you
Go
go, we need to end this conversation about Odegaard is Arsenal's most important player. He's not. He's not. I'm sorry.
You don't take it
It's
easy?
it's comfortably Bukayo, because I've watched Arsenal for a good while this season. The amount of resources teams are committing to stop this guy Bukayo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not a discussion. For me, it's not a discussion. Like, Bukayo is comfortably number one. Now, in regards to Blue Ice's point,
Mm-hmm.
Bukayo plays the way he does. If it's predictable, so be it. He's getting success, production for the GA merchants out there. You
Says the
you can't
fellow GA merchant, by the
you,
way.
no, you can't complain. You cannot complain. What I would do is what Chris said. You have to at least give him the opportunity where other players can divert resources away from him. Because if you're coming up against three guys that are marking you or shadow marking you or zoning you out the game, of course
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna look predictable.
Yeah.
Of
Mm.
course. And it's unfortunate because my boy the O has to then alleviate some of that pressure, but he's not. He just looks like a guy right now. He looks like a guy now. Kai Havertz. I tried
Don't
warning
mention that.
people about
Don't
Kai
think GA
Havertz. Yeah,
mentions him.
Wait, calm down on Havertz. Calm down on Havertz. We'll
no,
get
I'm
to
not
Havertz.
going to.
Calm down.
I'm not. Listen, I don't. I'm not gonna rank. You know what? I'm not gonna rank guys. I'm not gonna do a rankings list. But if I was to do a rankings list, he's not gonna be where you think he is. Kai, he's good, but Martinelli, yeah, it's stale at Arsenal. I'm sorry, it's stale. The set pieces thing, it was funny, it was nice. You came up against
Thank you.
you came up against
Remember I
United.
told you.
Chimere
Thank
said you
you.
came up against United.
Remember I
They
told
seem to
you.
have an issue with
How
set pieces,
remember I told
and
you
you
when
thought that you were going to win
sorry
the
to cut you
league
short, Nana.
doing that. You can't do
Remember
that.
what Juwon said? Juwon was like, as long as it's working, it's fine. And I said it, will the set speed be sustainable enough for you? Because if we got to a stage where we will get find out, then what next? What
It's
next?
it's stale. It's stale. I'm sorry. Hold tight the defenders. Hold tight Bukayo. You know, he has to do twice as much to get half the respect. Yeah, we get it. Hold tight him. But it's still, I'm looking at Arteta, and I'm blaming Arteta because in the transfer window, they move soft. You can't be chasing a league title and then come to Chelsea and say, Raheem Sterling, we'll take you on loan. You
Like,
can't
he's
do that.
literally trying to be a savior, bro.
You
Like,
can't
it
do
started with
that.
Havertz trying to reinvent the wheel that, oh, Havertz, you're a false nine. Let me play you as a
Thank you.
left-sided
Do you know
midfield.
the latest news now? They want to buy Marcus Rashford.
No, they don't.
Nah,
They don't. They
I don't
don't.
think they
They
do.
don't. They
That,
don't.
that's
I don't think
that's
they
what
do.
the report are saying.
They don't.
They want to buy
They don't.
Rashford.
They don't.
Official reports aren't saying that.
Yeah,
No, they
that's what
don't.
Arsenal. See, Arsenal fans are dancing up. They are dancing. Give us
They're not
Rashford.
dancing. They're not. Trust me. They're not
I'm not
dancing.
kidding you. I'm not capping.
In this UK, they're not dancing. I'm
They
telling
want
you.
to
In this
buy
one here.
Marcus Rashford, and I'm not kidding.
They're not over here. I'm like, trust me. Rashford needs to just. I don't know what he needs to do, but
We'll get to United.
the stocks are too low right now. Too low. Like, I'm praying for that guy. I really am because Chai is not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
Mm.
Nah, it
Chimere,
isn't. It isn't. But like, before we get to anybody else, like in terms of like the whole Saka's too predictable thing, like NK said, yo, like you can look very predictable when you're not getting up. When you're not getting help, like if three people are on you and no one is overlapping. If Odegaard, anytime he gets the ball, he just gives it right back to you, or he gives it to Declan Rice instead of creating an opportunity from a small margin. If he rarely ever does that, what are you actually going to do with that?
No,
You're
but
actually not receiving any help.
even if you create you guys are right, but even if you create that sliver of an opportunity for Saka, guess what Saka will do? He will
you want to
take it
cut
to
on the
his
left.
He thank Abdullah, God bless you for me. He
Yeah,
will
I've
take it.
seen that a lot.
He will take it to his comfort zone, Chris.
Yeah, I agree.
My problem is he's too. anyways, I don't want to be too critical because he's a walk line, he's my guy, Niger boy. But the problem for me is even come on, guys, let's be fair. I think he's better as a wing back. That's my summation.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
Ah,
Nah, you don't love this guy, man.
You know what?
Nah,
No,
you don't
know
love
what?
him.
You know why?
It's
Ask
not
me why.
harsh.
Ask me why.
Why?
Because you can hide that predictability. He can now be comfortable. He will be like a Robertson that will come in and score goals from.
No. Wait, hold on, Blue Eyes. Hold on, Blue Eyes.
Yes.
If the plan is to hide his comfortable, what term did you use? Comfortability, or did you use predictability? Yeah.
Predictability. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. If the plan is to
Oh, his Wi-Fi cut off. Wi-Fi cut off. So
he's back.
he'll be back.
He's back.
yeah, I'm back. Yeah, sorry. Something wrong with the network. But if the
I
plan
thought
is
it,
to
I thought it was my own white Wi-Fi. Don't worry, bro. Go ahead.
if the plan is to mask his predictability, isn't a better plan to help him in the offensive zone? Isn't a better plan to get guys to overlap, get guys to help in combination play to get him into zones versus making him a wingback?
But you know what? Maybe that's why Abdullah is saying that he's not world class yet. Maybe I believe he's world class. You understand? Because if you do that, Chris, if you're saying if everybody steps up, right, then you're now eating into his comfortability. And Saka is a guy that flourishes in his comfortability, which is what every player does. You give him the position you want, he'll flourish. But in Saka's case, because he's the henchman, he's the main man on the team.
Yep.
You got to come with something else. You have to come with something. Even for England, let's be fair. Let's be fair.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
For England, that's a team with more marksmen, right?
Bless. I don't know what
It's true. Yes, preach.
Bless. I don't know what
Yes.
terrorism is gonna do.
Yes.
We'll see what we do.
Nana, are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Good. So my problem is the only reason I'm saying this is Saka is now in what? Think about university. He's in 4th year now, or is he in grad school? Think about it.
Yeah, he's in grad school.
He's in grad school. Even though he's 20, how old is he? 23? How old is he?
I think he's 23, 24.
He's in grad school now. So do you want him? I used to have the same problem with Salah. But if you look at Salah's game now, maybe people will say Salah is more experienced. But if you look at Salah's
He's evolved his game. He's evolved his
Here we
game.
go.
Mohamed Salah is evolved his game. Yes.
And Salah was the king of cutting. Salah was predictable for like 5 years. All he did was cut to the left and boom, cut to the left and boom, and Sané and what's his name will come in, and Firmino. So again, I think if we can nip it in the bud early, now that he's 23, I'm not saying he should play number 10. No. I'm not saying he should come and play 10, but he hangs so much on that left shoulder that it makes people like Sean Dyche look like Pirlo.
Mourinho.
Thank you, like Mourinho, because it'll be easy to coach.
Bulas, Cucurella took him out of the game when we put them at Stamford Bridge. It was easy to
my brother. That's what I'm saying.
It was easy to mark him out of the game. It was done. It was because even before the game, Cucurella was like, "A Saka is my." Because it was like after the game, he told him, it was like, "I know how to do this. It's my job." So he knows how to massacre how to because it's Saka. He knows it's Saka. One leg, one three pony, one left, one right footer.
Oh, I do. You know what it is? I could sort of agree, but the tonality is a bit. You know what I mean? It's a bit.
The reason, but Nana, the reason why the tonality sounds harsh is because, like, remember the preamble to my statement? I said the elephant in the room. Nobody has wanted to touch this.
Yeah, Saka.
That's why it's so loud now. That's why it's so loud. Nobody wants to touch this because if you look at all the people critiquing that Arsenal, if you look at all of us critiquing for the past 3 months,
yeah.
If you look at all of us critiquing that Arsenal squad, ladies and gentlemen, how many of us has shone the light on Saka?
No,
I still don't believe we should, to be honest.
No,
personally,
we shouldn't. But the problem is, since he's the only tap with running water, you understand? He's the only tap. He's the only tap with running water. If you guys know what scarcity means,
yep.
If you know what scarcity means, you will understand that statement I made. He's the only tap with running water. What do you do?
You have to keep and get the water from him.
What do you do? If you don't diversify, everybody is going to come and fetch from that one tap. And guess what that does? Is that predictable or not?
It will get predictable. Everybody will go find out now eventually.
No, you're 100% right. But personally, I just think the way you diversify is by looking at the other players, and the mindset should be, okay, how do you actually maximize that person's game? The person that's going to lead you to the water, the person that's going to lead you to actually winning games. How do you maximize that? It's not, okay, no. How do I make him more or less predictable, which could come at the expense of the team, you know? Because, like, if you make him a wing back, just as an example, he's further away from goal even more.
Obviously that's it. But the reason why I made that statement, I know it sounds like a stretch, but that's how necessary diversifying his game is. Okay, let me ask you a question, Chris. Do you think Saka can add anything to his game?
For sure, for sure.
Yes, he
Like
can.
what?
Because
Like
he's
what?
young. He's young.
Like what?
I think
That's what I'm saying.
Answer the question.
personally,
okay. Because like you asked a very good question. I think because he's young, he can evolve his game a lot. Instead of just stay on the right wing and just cut. No, he can evolve his game and get into more better positioning more.
Such
Which,
as.
such as let me give an example. Because I remember then when people were criticizing Palmer this, why is Palmer this? A lot of people were marking out of the game.
I was one of them.
And Maresca said this in his post. He said I have to switch him up because any little thing they have to go at Palmer. They want to injure him. I'm like, before you injure this player, it's very pivotal for us. We have to switch his wing. So he will be able to have more impact in the game and he'll be able to link up more with the team. Maybe that's what Ateta needs to do. Maybe take him out of that right wing for like maybe 2-3 matches, get him in a different position, maybe like a left wing.
This
Yeah,
is a bit.
it's possible. Make him
Where
like
you guys think
in
you'll do
different position
it? You know,
where
I get Blue Ice's point.
he can evolve more with the game. Then maybe let's see, because if it's like a right winger that with like one trick pony where everybody knows is Saka, I'm gonna take him out of. Once you take him out of the game, it's over. Everybody knows it's Saka. Everybody knows. If you want to match Saka, it's very easy. Just take him out of the game. That's it.
Wait, Chris.
okay, personally,
Yeah, how does he improve? How does he improve? How does he improve? Yeah, how does he improve? Sorry.
yeah. So, like, one way that I could already think about that could take his game to the next level, in-game IQ. So it's like when you're like defenders aren't the only players that read the game. Offensive players, attackers, they read the game as well. The best off-ball players, the thing that they use is IQ. They're consistently reading the play before it happens. So that's how they know when to get to certain zones. So I think his off-ball movement actually needs to improve.
Chris, you know what you just said right now, eh?
Mm.
You just
What?
said that if Saka can be unpredictable, that's what you said in another language. No, listen to yourself again, Chris. IQ. Find the right off-ball movement.
Yes.
Thank you. That is being unpredictable. Listen, I like to use Sancho because Sancho has given us a little bit of the sample size. The guy you see him, the guy you don't. He appears and reappears. He'll stand on the wing, then he'll come back inside and go back to his wing. He knows his comfortable spot, but he drops in. He drops that shoulder, then he'll drop to the midfield. He'll cause a little bit of havoc, then he'll run back. Maybe people. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Blue Ice. Now again, there's I don't want to say an agenda because that's a bit strong, but there's a narrative that there's Erdegaardism. By that, Blue Ice, it means that the position that Odegaard has within the team is hamstringing. I don't know if it's capping
Hindering,
the
yeah.
potential.
Hindering at the cap.
Yeah.
No.
Limiting.
How are
I
you?
don't think. Okay, guys. I don't think.
Let me say something.
Okay, go ahead.
There is. You cannot listen. Odegaard has been horrible the past month. I know because I'm a big fan, but you cannot blame Odegaard when, like Chris said, Saka cannot work without the ball. Chris, answer that. I want you to corroborate with what I'm saying. How can you blame? Listen, Odegaard has been terrible, but Saka, on the other hand, has been relishing and flourishing in his comfortable position. He's hiding in that right wing, or what is it, right or left wing? Right wing. He hides in that right wing because he turns water to he turns lemon to lemonade. He's a star player in that wing, but however, by the time this guy is trying to find Saka, the defense already set up again. The Everton defense set up again, yeah. So again, listen, I think until people start talking, maybe people don't need to. Maybe the coaching, they need to really talk to Saka.
But bless, It's 2 teams, but before I come to Chimere, it's
You cannot be scoring for Abdullah, you cannot be scoring 40 goals a season, 35 goals a season, and you're always coming out with almost there, almost there, almost there. You can't.
Yeah, but bless.
Might as well reduce. If that's the case, reduce your goal production. How many assists does Saka have? Let's have a
I think he
discussion.
has 10.
I think
Oh, yeah?
11,
10
10
in
or
the
11.
league.
I think
Oh
10.
yeah.
10 in the league.
Oh shit. Okay, I better shut up. But
No. Blue Eyes.
Now,
don't
but
But
no,
worry.
no,
bless,
to be fair,
I want to say something because before I go to Chimere, I want to say something because I remember the Mohamed
Chimere
because I
said,
remember Salah in
You
Brazil.
know why Chimere said
Wait,
Blue
wait,
Eyes? He's not here
wait.
normally, but he's here today.
We'll get there, we'll get there. Because guys, what you said now is very, very important. Because I remember Mohamed Salah in Brazil, Fiorentina, AS Roma, Chelsea.
exactly.
Is a different Salah than when it came to Liverpool. Because why? He work on that club who kind of change his game more and make him more.
No,
Wait,
no,
wait, 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 hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no, 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 no.
no,
Brother,
no, no, no,
Abdullahi,
no.
I would actually
Let me
implore
finish, let
you
me finish
to
up because
He
watch
said I'll
Abdullahi.
implore you.
let me finish
I would
up.
implore you to watch Salah in his last season for Roma, and then watch him in his first season for Liverpool, and then compare the zones that he actually started occupying from 18-19 and 19-20. For as much as people keep saying Klopp helped, he did help in some senses in terms of platforming him with better, higher quality teammates. But actually watch the way that the team was structured from 18-19
Oh
beyond,
gosh.
particularly 19-20, where we started empowering nonsense.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
literally, it started from Firmino being a nucleus and conductor of play that could connect with Salah, allow him to move like far better versus 1920, 2021. Trent became the nucleus and it's spamming crosses. And how do you work with spamming crosses? Not only that, how do you work with a player that spams crosses from like the right mid channel
Half space.
slash half space? And how do you occupy? How do you actually function with a player that never overlaps? He never
Yeah,
overlaps.
yeah. Chris, you are
Here
right.
we go.
That's what I'm saying. Because I watch Salah play in those situations, I'm like, okay, when I watch him play Liverpool, it's different. And when Blaise was asking me that question, I was saying, take out Bukayo Saka out of Arsenal, take him to a different team with the quality players around him. You will see a different Bukayo Saka because he won't be doing too much unlike what he's doing in Arsenal. You know why? Because he has quality players around him that will enter his brain and tell him there's a moment you shoot, there is a moment you pass, and there's a moment you do this. When you have the kind of players around you who can give you that brain and that intelligence, you will see less of Saka. He will score goals and he will assist, but he will be lesser than what he's doing in Arsenal. I don't understand. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying.
I get what I'm
I hear
like.
you.
I get
I hear you.
I'm,
I
Different.
hear you.
I'm like I get what you're saying. Before you just go to Chimere, I'm sorry, I know you're waiting, but before you go to Chimere, what Blue Eyes is saying, the way I look at it is, he's getting straight A's right now, but the problem the problem is, when your parents or your teacher tells you to read ahead or read what's coming up in the next semester.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's additional work, right? But if I'm going to ace this project, I need my classmates to come up here and pull my work. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a B grade or C grade student. So I get what Blue
Sure.
Eyes is saying, because we need to pass this project. And so if I have
Preach,
to then if
preach.
I have to then go out there and do additional reading just for us to pass, that is it. But I
Listen,
think,
Nana,
yeah, go
even
ahead.
to add, not to cut you off, even to add to what Nana said, because from what all of us are saying in summation, it sounds to me that opposing teams to Arsenal can actually live with Saka scoring 25 goals a season. Think about that. They can actually do their math and say if Saka scores 25, they are still not going to win the league. Let that sink in.
Yeah, but bless, you know why? Because sorry to come, I'm gonna come to change it right now. Salah this year, you know watching Salah in this year, he has involved his game more. He scored goals in some years a lot, but you know what he does this season? He assists more.
This guy.
He assists more than scoring goals.
And he plays in the midfield.
You see, what Mohamed Salah does this season is different than what he did on that club. This season, what he does more is give him the ball. You give him the
I
ball.
knew it was fake love, Enke. I knew it.
See,
It's
I knew
not
it was
fake
fake love.
love. It's not
no,
fake
no, no, no.
love.
See,
But
the
they're
difference.
saying
Let
they're
us
saying
say
Salah's
because he has
evolved his
no, no,
game.
no. He
I
has
don't think he's
involved.
evolved. I don't think
No,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
think
that's
no.
it.
the
I
He
don't
right
has
think
word.
so
involved.
either.
No, no, no.
Man.
Thank
You know,
you.
you know
He
why?
has
You know why
involved his
he
I
game.
don't think he's
actually
evolved.
let me tell you
He
I
why
think
he's
the coach is asking
hold
him to
on.
do something different.
Hold on. Let me tell you
Yeah,
why
I
he
agree.
oh, hi guys. Oh, don't say this loud. I hope people are not listening. Salah evolved. Salah doesn't have Firmino and Sané anymore. Why do you think he hasn't evolved? Come on, guys.
No. He
No,
might
the
have
reason why we're saying that is
Yeah, go ahead.
because we believe that this was already in his locker, but
Mhm.
his role in the team is catering to what else he has in his locker that is going to benefit the team in a different way.
Okay. So you're saying Saka doesn't have that in his bag?
No,
Not
not currently.
no.
He doesn't have it,
Okay,
yes.
now
Not
we get
currently.
it.
That was my explanation, but right, he
Okay,
didn't
there you
have
go.
it.
Okay, there you go. So we're all saying the same thing. We're
That's
all
my
saying the
Technically.
same
explanation.
thing. Give Chimere the mic, I beg.
Jimmy, yeah, we're talking about Arsenal Saka. What the heck is going on? Before I know you want to finish Pep Guardiola. I'm gonna talk about him. Don't worry. But your take on Saka and Arsenal. This because this team, you cannot spend it 300 million, and all you can give us after 5 seasons is an FA Cup. And that's an awkward situation to be in. And honestly, this is my own issue with Arsenal fan base. The real Arsenal fans I have a conversation with privately. All they tell me is, you know, there's all this content now. We have injuries, we have overcut. I'm like, excuse me? Other teams have injuries. And other teams also get cut also too. So there must be a way. If a plan A is not working, there has to be a plan B. If you're gonna be relying on set piece for your plan B, I have a serious problem with that. I'm looking at the manager and the board. What the heck is going on? What's going on? So go ahead.
Before I get to Arsenal, let me stay with Arsenal. Arsenal have it takes a manager one game to win at the Etihad. It takes a manager 6 years plus. It still can't get it done. But we'll move on from that.
No, no.
Wow, wow.
Mm.
This is how you say big up to the guys. No
No,
problem.
no, no, we get there, we
This is how
get
you
there, we
do.
get
This
there.
is how you do. This is how you do.
Big up.
You see me.
We'll get there. Because see, Chimere, I might have to do some apologies,
No,
but
big.
we'll
I
get
don't
there.
like
We'll get there.
no big. No, Bless. To be honest, I don't like that Miami Heat logo, man. Love it.
Yo,
I hate.
I'm Miami Heat pre-LeBron. So let's get that straight. Let's get.
My
I'm not a
man, my
LeBron.
man.
No, it's not. No, it's not because of LeBron. It's because of a
Go
guy
ahead.
they call Jimmy Butler. I don't like Miami, but that's another story.
Why don't you
But
like Miami?
speaking
Are
of,
you a Chicago? Are you a Chicago Bulls fan?
I don't like
No,
Jimmy Butler.
he's a Bulls hater. He's a Bulls hater.
Oh, okay. You don't like Jimmy, but yeah, we're gonna. Wait, he's gone anyways. Before January, he's gone. So don't worry about it.
Which is
We're selling him.
thank God. But as far as Arsenal, I mean, I think Arsenal's issue. It's nothing. I don't think it's anything. I don't think you have to be a brain, a brain surgeon to understand. They only have one, great attacker in the team. That's it. Saka. That's it. Saka's the only one who could consistently score, consistently create. All the, what I mean? Like you look. Okay, let's say for example, right today. Let's just say, I hope it doesn't happen. I'm not wishing this, but let's just say today something happened. Saka was gone for the season. Arsenal are finished.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
not in the top four. They're not in the top four. They're not in the top
Chimere,
four.
The pack is finished.
I'm saying
Wow.
it right now.
Because
They're
Chimere,
not in
I'm
the
saying
top
it
four.
on the Blue Studio
It's
now.
Rodri like. Yeah, it's
If you
Rodri like.
Chimere,
Yeah.
Chimere, I'm
No,
saying
it's
it
not
right
Rodri
now.
like.
Let's
Oh,
calm
here
down.
we go.
Stop that.
Chimere,
No. Listen, if
Sorry,
that happens,
Sorry,
guys,
Chimere. I don't want to take your shine. I don't want to
Yeah,
take your
go ahead.
mic. Sorry.
Chimere, if Bukayo Saka gets injured and is out of the season, Arsenal should liquidate their club. I am not kidding. They should liquidate it. Because if that
No,
boy gets
but
injured,
let's break it
Arsenal are
down.
finished. They are done.
Let's break down Arsenal's roster. Other than Saka, what's the other four they have that can really score great that you trust to do it?
Maybe Odegaard, maybe.
No, it's Owen. That's it. It's Owen. But Owen creating. But it's Owen. That's it.
No,
That's literally it.
you can't tell me Odegaard because you can't tell me a guy when you're playing a low block and you're chasing the game, the coach is taking you out. And
That is crazy. No, that is crazy. No, that is crazy. No, that is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
So even you can't tell me is not this great, output guy. He's just a good, he's a good player that plays a role. But let's be honest, still to reach the next level, it's not, it's nothing great. It's not, you don't have to be a scientist to know. They have to get another forward who can consistently score goals or create chances, whether it's a winger or a striker. I think Arsenal would have been great for them personally. I think they should have tried harder to get a striker this summer. The striker's available. Arsenal was available. Could have gotten him. I don't know why they went for Sterling. They're not even playing him.
Yeah,
That
that's
was a waste.
crazy, man.
You were 2 points last season. You were so close, so close. So when you that close, you don't stand on your laurels. You push up and try to improve.
Mm.
You have to look at analyze your squad and say, what do we have that's going to take us next level? What can we do? You can look at Arsenal and say last season defense was good, midfield is solid, they control games well. But what's the issue? But what hinders matches when the only person who can consistently do anything that you're worried about is Saka. So in order to compensate that, what do you do? What should you do in the transfer market? Not get more midfielders when your midfield is strong already. You go and look for an attacker. That should be number one priority. Arsenal was available. He was there, right? They didn't go for him. I think he would have been good in Arsenal, because he's also a transition threat, which they need. They don't really have many pacey attackers in that team. Honestly, when you look at it, he would have been good for them, especially in matches, especially in the big matches. I think Arsenal would have been huge for them. But that's another story now. But there were many the attackers available. They could have gotten, but they didn't go for them, and that's what lost Arsenal the league. Once they didn't sign a striker, the league was done. It was over. So that's once they
Because
didn't sign any
I was
attacker, the league
asking
was over.
Chris and NK. So I was asking Chris and NK. Because yesterday, Mikel Arteta said something. I'm like, Arteta, don't be stupid. Don't do this. After 5 seasons, don't do this. Because he said it yesterday, and I quote him. The reason I don't want the player to take risks is because they will make a lot of mistake, and if they make mistake, it's gonna lead to up and down games. And when that happens, we'll lose control of the game. I want them to be more defensive and take control of the game. I'm like, excuse me. And
Pep administration. That sounds like Pep
Bukayo Saka said the
administration.
same thing 2 weeks ago, and he said, and I quote, I want to play an attacking football. We are an attacking team, we need to attack more. But we have to listen to what the manager said because he wants us to defend more. I'm like, what?
No, but
Wait,
Excuse me?
hold on, NK.
Whoa.
Isn't Mourinho's MO like trying to get one
Don't worry about
opportunity and then
Mourinho. He's
no,
in
no, no, no,
Turkey.
no,
Don't worry about Mourinho. He's in Turkey.
no,
Don't
but see,
worry about what he's got
no, but see,
going on.
Abdullah, I can't.
Please.
I can't criticize Arteta for his approach because his approach almost won Arsenal the league. His approach went Arsenal. What did that one they went on last year? They lost what? Lost one match in 2024. That So I can't blame him for the approach because the approach was successful.
But
Also,
Jimmy,
we
you
have.
can't be making a code like that because you have to take risk in football.
Should
That doesn't make
Remember
any
we
sense.
said,
Abdullah.
but see, Abdullah, we say that, but then when if a coach takes risk now and does that now, we criticize the coach to take a risk. You have a style of play. Every coach has a system. His system is he wants it to be organized. So that's fine. His system is proven to be a good system. So now when you have a system in place, you have to find out what can be the next step for us to get the maximum out of the system. Like for example, right? Look at City for example with Pep. Like Pep knew, for example, if I point to you and I say, why did City lose the FA Cup, the Champions League final to Chelsea? What would you say the reason would be? The main reason?
They were drunk.
Because it was being a dickhead.
No, I'm saying what was City's main weakness? What would you say their main weakness was?
I can tell you why City lost to Man U.
A good player started defensive midfielder in Fernandinho. So
Yeah,
No, that's not. I
That's
don't
the
Oh,
think
you talking about the Champions League final?
that's the reason why he lost. He didn't play
The Champions League
Fernandinho.
final?
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
okay,
no, 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 no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no, no,
yes.
no, no. That's not the reason why.
when
No,
they
no,
lost
no,
against us.
no. They couldn't.
That's the reason.
No,
That's the reason
no.
why
they
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 couldn't
lost.
beat Tuchel. It was the third
no.
loss in
They
a row.
couldn't beat Tuchel. Yeah, that's what it was. They
No,
didn't
but
patch him.
yeah, but even for that game, forget about the spiritual. They couldn't beat Tuchel. Even for that game, they without Fernandinho, right?
Yeah.
They played without him. That's why they lost.
but you guys
no,
are
no.
missing the big. What?
What is
Okay,
the big thing?
even
What's the big thing?
Let's move past Chelsea. When they played Real Madrid in the semifinal, what was the big thing that was? What caused them to lose?
Oh, I understand now. Okay, if I think
Oh,
Pep
you talking
Guardiola
about their
failed
goal
to-
production? Is that what you're gonna say?
They
No, I
missed how
think
many clear cut chances did they miss in that time?
so many,
Clear cut chances,
so many.
so many. So what did City do?
They talk
What
about
did they
Haaland.
do in
Well,
summer?
you
They
talk about
went-
Haaland. Yeah,
They went
Yeah.
and addressed their weakness immediately.
Yeah, but
Yes.
And
where is that weakness now?
But they won 2 prams. So how can you? So they won and a treble immediately. So how can you say?
I get it. I get it. But
so.
even
no,
how
but
many goal chances? Okay, how many goal chances did they get against Chelsea in the Champions League final compared to
No.
ours?
But see,
no, not
but,
many.
no,
No, in
but
that
see,
game.
but see,
That game.
no, but see,
Exactly.
no, but see, Blue Eyes, they didn't have a. But see, Blue Eyes, that was a good tactical strategy by Chelsea. I'm just talking about the big picture in general. What
Okay.
hindered them from winning the Champions League? They didn't finish chances. That's what hindered them against Madrid because they played better than Madrid. They didn't finish chances. So from what I'm telling you for Arsenal, if you're looking at Arsenal and their big picture is what if you analyze the whole squad, you look at the defense is good, it's solid, midfield is good. When you analyze the whole squad, you say, what is the biggest weakness on the team? The biggest weakness is other than Saka, there's no other person who gives consistent production. That's the
Yes.
big weakness. So my thing is when you have a system in place, if your system is proven to be working well, you control games, you score goals, whether it be for set pieces, but you find a way to score goals. That's the system. So when you have that in place, for example what you have to do to take the next step. So address that next step. Because you know what won City in the league last year? It wasn't Pep's tactics or great play. It was, I guess, is the fact that when they played Tottenham, it was 2 moments of brilliance from KDB and Holland that won them that game. Had nothing to do
Yes.
with tactics. Also, don't have that on their team. They
Yeah.
don't have that kind of quality. That's
Difference
why
maker.
they can't win the league. So they
Difference
need
maker.
to get that quality because at some point, controlling games won't be enough. You need that moment of individual brilliance.
But you know,
I don't even think Arsenal needs this. Listen, I don't
yeah,
even think
sorry, guys.
I
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. When you look at the Arsenal squad and the way the squad is being put together, that is an you know what is called F when you go to school. That is F minus, not even F plus, because after you do the defending stuff, your left wing is that brother should be playing for Yimba or Nasarawa United. Is crap.
No,
It's a
that
big
is
mouth.
thank you. That is where the discussion for Arsenal should start.
That brother is crap. Martinelli
need-
is oh my
You
goodness.
need
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, Blue Eyes, continue.
No, all I was just going to say is I think the discussion starts from the other wing.
The left
I don't
wing.
think it's I don't think they need a striker, but they should be very careful about who they acquire.
Yeah, because
No, I
that
think they just need an attacker. Period. Just a good
Okay,
attacker.
think about a young Jesus. Thank you. Somebody like Jesus, but a younger one. I
but
agree.
let's imagine this.
But
Imagine this.
if you go get a major striker, right? Now, this is just me theorizing in my head. If you go get a major striker, what does that mean? Saka is going to get less assists.
As it is, all
The balls are
Wow.
the balls.
Why
Sorry,
would
go
he?
ahead.
No,
all ball goes to the striker.
No, but no. If you bring a striker, right, as the cardinal at the top of your attacking force, Saka is not going to get the same a number of passes of the ball.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe,
But I also think like to be fair,
Go ahead.
He's got a cut.
Oh
Yep.
Because
Told you.
yes, I get what you're saying. Yes, this is me talking now. When I look at their left wing, for me, the mistake Arsenal made, which I kind of blame it on Arteta because he has superior power when it comes to their recruitment in Arsenal, is you spend all this transfer, all this bullshit to go and buy Raheem Sterling. Why don't you buy Ademola Lookman, who is even more experienced?
No. Don't suggest Ademola Lookman. Chelsea should go and get him. But let me tell you something. Chimere, the reason I'm saying this is think about Osimhen and how do you pronounce his Gravaskelia? What's that his name?
Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia.
Exactly.
that guy's a player.
Gravaskelia he's a second man in the attacking force, true or false, at that time.
Yes.
He was more of a
Was he the
supporting
second?
guy. He was
I
a
don't know,
supporting
man.
guy. So if you bring in a major striker to Arsenal, you think Saka is going to want to take the back seat? No.
Yeah. He
He's
gives you
the
that
main
sort of
man.
vibe.
No,
Saka's
no.
team.
To me,
This is
Saka.
Saka's
To me,
team.
Saka seems like a humble guy. I don't think you have an issue with that.
Come on, Blue Eyes.
No
I don't
way.
think you have a problem with that.
No way, Chimere. I don't think
have an
Saka
issue
would
with Saka.
tolerate
Would not have a
that.
problem with that.
What? No way. No way.
Come on,
That's
Blue
Saka's
Eyes. You
team,
don't
man.
think this guy's gonna be like? No, I mean I know he's not gonna. He's a professional, but he's gonna. He will take the back seat. He'll take the back
Yeah,
seat.
take a back.
Who?
If it wins them the league,
Saka?
Yeah, he's taking the back
won't
seat.
take no back.
Because
Imagine
Blue Eyes-
Imagine Saka not being the main man in the team. It's impossible for me.
no, because
It's
Blue Eyes, you have to-
possible. It's possible.
No, because Blush, you have to look at it this way. All the whatever Saka's doing now, he's a great he's a very good player. But all he's doing now, the one knock on him is no trophy. That's what everybody says. That's what all the people who will banter will say. So if he were to get a striker, let's say his stats dip a little bit, but he's still Saka, so people will still hype him as a player. And they win the Premier League. You won't care because people will praise me for winning the league. So
That's-
I don't. So that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, Trevor, to cut you off. You know this Arsenal team, because I'm actually a bit sick that I spent an hour talking about Arsenal. But you know this Arsenal team, to me, Blue Eyes, this Arsenal team looks like Chelsea 2021-22, but we didn't have Saka. but it's the same sort of vibe and style, you know,
Mm.
football,
Yeah, you got Tim's there.
it's empowering, the wrong areas, as Chris would say. The constant is Kai Havertz. I hate to bring that up, but that's a constant, you know. Martinelli's given his best Timo Werner impression, so on and so forth.
No,
It's the
okay,
truth.
did you
It's the
just say
truth.
IAAF?
These guys don't look like
Did you just
these
mention
guys.
IAAF?
They're It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Again,
I just don't get it.
like I said, they need a striker, but they have to be absolutely careful on the character they acquire. It's not about the striker that will come and score 40, 50 goals. Fine. But very, very important on the mold, ladies and gentlemen, the mold of the striker they go after.
I agree.
So again, I see Saka as the main man on this team. I don't know about you guys.
I do too. I do too.
I think he'll still be the main man regardless. Whoever comes
Maybe,
in.
what, Chimera? Maybe you're right. Let's think about Miami Heat when LeBron came and this guy took the back seat, Dwayne Wade. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I hope so. Maybe.
No, but
I do
Blue
it. I
Eyes.
do it. If Arsenal continue
Blue Eyes.
not winning, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But if we're being,
If you don't win,
if we're
that's
being honest,
perfectly fine. You're such a Chelsea fan.
No, but
yeah.
Blue
But
Eyes, let's
if
say-
we're being
let's say
honest, like if
Saka.
we're being honest, like they need help. Like Bukayo needs help. Get an attacker. For me, I'm suggesting left wing because Trossard and Martinelli,
Garbage.
it's smelling. It's smelling. So yeah, that's just me though.
Now let's talk about the big one now. I'll come
But
to
even
the-
before, just last point, very quick. Didn't they also spend like 60 mil on a left-sided midfielder who's like literally mid?
Oh no,
Like
no, they
Macau
spent
Marino.
that
It
on
was for
Moreno.
set
On
pieces,
Moreno,
it
they
was for
spent
set
that.
Yeah,
pieces.
Moreno.
Oh my goodness.
But
Quarter
he's
30.
It was
Yeah,
for set
He's
pieces.
mid. You see, and it's
brother
like,
is crap. Oh my
yes.
goodness.
And like the point I want to raise is, for as much as like we want to beat on Martinelli, it's like he's not really helped if there's no one that can maximize his actual traits. Because if he's just in the touchline and just there to use his speed to spam across, or
Timo. That is Timo. So that's instructional. Sorry,
But Chris,
Chris.
before I talk about the next one, I don't know if you watched the Clasico between Barcelona and Madrid. Kylian Mbappe, he was offside 9 times. Mbappe has space, he has everything he can run. But how can you be the one of the fastest players in world football and you are offside 9 times?
You see, I don't know why you guys are laughing. Listen, I rather exactly. Nana knows where I'm going. Chai. I rather my striker be averaging at least 5 to 6 offsides a game.
But yes, Mbappe is offside 9 times. 9 times in a game.
No. The reason I say this, ladies and gentlemen, it means that you're going to breach that defense no matter what. The chances of you breaching that, I rather if you don't score in 90 minutes, but you have 5 or 6 offsides, you tried.
I get that. No, I do get that thinking. I do get that thinking. I do.
Listen,
I do.
rather than not scoring, not doing anything, and the game is over. Nah, man. Think about
this guy.
Who? Go ahead.
This guy said.
The reason I said that is because when you guys mention Martinelli, all he has space, but he's brainless. How can you have space? Every time he's always offside down. Like
He's what people think Rashford is.
can you just use your brain for once? You have space, but you can't even manage your pace. That
Hey,
doesn't
listen,
make any sense to me.
before we move to Manchester United, one last statement. When we talk about Saka, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to think about one name while we go to Manchester and City. I want you to think about Zaha.
Go for Zaha.
I want you to think about Zaha, and let's move. When I talk about Saka, I want you to think about Zaha. Let's move to Manchester. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. If you know what I mean, let
I
that
will not
sink in.
comment on that. I want to talk about because before I bring to my rain, and let me go quickly give my memory. I said it on Friday. I will repeat what I said on Friday. Blue Eyes and I think Blue Eyes and Enki called it first. I think I might have to apologize to you too. Manchester City and Pep Guardiola have finished as a club. They need to liquidate that club. ASAP. That's number one. Number two, Pep Guardiola, I'm sick and tired of you. Stop giving me excuse. I'm tired. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done. And I say it again. If Man City finish 7th or 8th this season, if they finish 7th behind Nottingham Forest this season, I'm gonna have a serious conversation about Pep Guardiola and his getting as a manager.
Oh,
I am not capping. I'm gonna have a big awkward situation discussion with Pep Guardiola as a manager himself. I'm sorry, you cannot tell me just because of what your team is regressing. Excuse me. This Man City team, they look like a under 12 team, under 11 team playing football. No creativity, no pattern of play, no decision making, poor. I'm like, how you playing with your teammates? What the heck is going on with you? And all Pep is telling me is, I know I made a mistake. I'm not good enough. If they want to sack me, they can sack me. I need my player back. Don't worry, when I get my player back, you see the human attitude. Hello, excuse me. If you cannot coach a team who's an adversity, get the heck out of the club. Just get out. Just get out. I'm sorry. You cannot be giving all the. You cannot be telling the fan base to be buying excuse of because I don't have Rodri. I cannot play football. I've never heard that in my entire life. There's one player, one single player. So because my system is based on one single player now, I cannot involve my team. A rookie manager said that, not a manager who has won trophies. If Lama is doing that, I will give him some bypass because he's a rookie as a manager. It's class B. It's break.
Wait, what manager did you name drop?
No comment.
Sorry.
Let's move on. Pep making that comment for me is pissing me off because you are not a rookie. You've won stuff, Pep. You have won stuff. I don't want to get that excuse of because I don't have a good I can't coach a team. Excuse me, no. A rookie manager said that because he's inexperienced. You are losing. Take your hell and move on, please. Let's move on. Are you losing to this? I was this thing today. I was sleeping when I was saying that, but that match is stink. But something I'm gonna give United. If I did DNA, even under Alex Ferguson is they are a moment team. When you play United, don't take your chances. You are done because they are a moment team. They will have that moment in some certain time of the game, and when that moment comes in, it's over. Everybody knows that. So it needs Pep for me. Man City are done. Pep is done. See, and I'll say it again. If they finish 7th or 8th, I'm gonna have an awkward discussion with Pep Guardiola. His legacy as a manager. I am not happy. You cannot lose to Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford, Manchester United. I'm sorry. Excuse me. No. Jimmy, please take it away.
I'm gonna be honest, man. This is the best win post Fergie we ever had.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh
I'm saying
my
it,
goodness.
and I'm not
I want
saying
you
it.
to
And I'm
breathe.
not.
I want you to breathe.
No. Listen, I'm not saying it from the aspect of the match. I'm not saying from the aspect of winning a trophy or the aspect of that. I'm just talking about the fact that when you look at the way the match was, the fact that we came to the Etihad, the fact that we played the way we played. I'm talking about the play. I'm not talking like I'm talking about the fact there to play the style. The coach implemented his style of play, regardless of the fact that it was Man City. It's still Man City at the end of the day, no matter how crap they are. It's still Man City. You're playing at the Etihad. So a lot of them respect. I'll play when they get the Etihad. They park the bus. I'm just being real. That's an Arsenal that's been. This is what phase 6 of Arteta. So that's why. So that's why how we play like what is the possession 52% for City at the Etihad. So for me that's why I say it's the best win because at the end of the day, the fact that a coach like Amaron, for example, you don't have your team yet, but you still go by your principles and you're able to win the match against a manager like Pep. It's very impressive. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's the best win because of the fact that for the future. You can win a trophy, but at the end of the day, if you win a trophy and at the end of the day I know the team is still crap, what does that do for me? We beat Man City in the FA Cup last year. This last summer. The summer that just but I still knew we were crowded. So what's it doing for me? I was happy at the moment, but we're still crap. So like So
Yeah. So,
what was
but
it?
what are you saying though? I'm confused. What are you
So what
trying
was
to
it?
say? But what are you trying to say? I'm confused. So you're
What I'm
saying you'd
saying.
rather this win, you rather this win than winning a FA Cup final playing
No,
trash.
not like that. Not like that. No, no, no. It's a
I'm
No,
confused.
what I'm saying. No, what I'm
it's an ethical win.
saying is. No. What I'm saying is, I like. What I'm saying is, this one. This one to me is better because it gives me hope for the future. As in the fact that I know, for example, this coach, for example, we have will stick to his principles and will play his. Who I'm not, regardless of who. The fact that we're able to, like, the Blue Eyes. You know how bad it was. You know how bad it got. I was lied to. I thought he couldn't play possession football. I didn't think it was possible. But but somehow under this guy Amra, we managed to average 60% possession in our games we played. Even
Of
against City,
course,
we're still
because they played
averaging.
high line. They played it. Yeah, but they played a high line, Chimere. They
Yeah,
played high line, so
you
you
know,
had
saying,
all the space in the world to operate.
I'm saying, but other teams they're not playing the same high line against other teams. The other teams,
No,
the
I'm
other
not gonna
teams
knock
have
the way you played.
the other teams
Yeah,
have the
go
same
ahead.
possession that the Etihad. I'm just asking. They
No,
played high
no,
line
no.
against every.
Listen,
That's
I hear you, but this game could have gone either way,
yeah, it
right?
could have, but it didn't go. It didn't go
It could have gone either way
their
because,
way.
anyways, I give you guys credit because you guys. I don't think that guy drafted that pass. Yeah, the coach drafted that pass from Spain. I don't think so. That pass
What,
to
No, I'm
Lisandro?
saying, but see,
Lisandro?
yeah, it
no,
was a
but see,
fantastic pass. It
see,
was a fantastic pass.
no, see, Blue Eyes, I can't see Blue Eyes. I
Sorry,
can't
because
let
Tisha,
people
this
do
is
this.
what.
He
Why?
said I
Guys,
can't let
No,
you
no,
do
the
sorry,
this.
guys,
reason why,
tell
no,
you
no,
guys.
the
Sorry, guys,
reason
this
why
is
I can't
what.
let people do it because we're now not gonna say because under Ten Hag, we're not gonna now all the individual mistakes players made. It was Ten Hag's fault. Everybody's telling me. I saw so many individual mistakes that I saw so many. In fact, when it was Ten Hag's fault, I would always say Ten Hag's gonna get tactics right. But there's some games he got his tactics right, and the team just didn't
Yeah, he
execute.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
You know what I'm
but
He
saying? There
no,
were
did.
no,
some
but
games he did. So
but
you
this
look at
guy has
today.
lost. No, but this guy
No,
lost
but
four
look,
games straight. He lost four
no, but
games
look,
straight.
no,
Why are
but
we getting so excited on just because of this one game? I
no, but
don't
look
get
at
it. He lost the past four games.
who
How
lost
many
4 games
how many
straight?
games has this man lost? How many games has this man lost?
He
Who?
hasn't lost four. I
Who?
think he lost
Amorim.
two.
Amorim, how
Two.
many
He
games
I
lost
has he
think
one.
it's
lost?
That's
two.
it.
I think it's two.
He just lost
He
No.
one.
lost Forest and he lost
Two, two,
Arsenal.
two,
But the
two.
others,
Arsenal,
Oh,
Forest.
Arsenal and Forest. That's
Thank you.
two games. He
Yeah.
won,
yeah,
and he
it's
won.
Arsenal and
Yeah.
So
Forest.
So
Yeah.
you don't lose to Forest and beat Man City and think that that now
no, but
you're
see,
on top
no,
of
see,
it.
Bryce,
No.
no, 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 no.
Calm
See,
down. Calm down.
no, we're not. The reason why because you're just looking at the results. Did you watch the matches?
That doesn't matter. It's 3 points, Chimere.
Did you watch the
Why are we
matches
running away
though? Did
from?
you watch?
No,
No,
but why are
no,
we running
no.
away?
You can't do
Listen,
that. No,
I rather play
no.
like
Did you
shit
watch?
and walk away smelling like flowers than play
No,
like
but no,
No,
but did you
no,
watch?
no, no, no,
No, but
no,
see, no,
Like,
no, but see,
don't do
no, but
that.
see,
no,
Blue
Blue
Eyes. Did
Eyes,
you
no,
watch?
man.
No, Blue Eyes. Did you watch? Did you watch the Nottingham Forest match?
I saw that game. Yeah.
Why did we lose? Why did we lose?
Because you guys you're this Amarin, listen, Amarin
No,
reminds
no,
me
no,
of,
no, no. Why did we
hold
lose?
on now, hold on. I'm gonna tell you why you lost. Amarin reminds me of Tuchel.
Yeah, true, true.
Oh, there you go. He reminds me of Tuchel, and guess what? Tuchel is a guy that lives and dies on the sword. This is where I see Amarin is going to come with that. I live and die on the sword. He's not going to want to be a little bit more, what do you call it, diverse.
Like,
I
And
mean,
trust
pragmatic.
me, or whatever you want to call it. Trust me, in the EPL, if you don't take your time, maybe he's thinking this is Portugal, which is no disrespect to my Portuguese brothers. But again, he's going to get caught.
But see,
I'm
Forest
lying.
is
What's going
I'm
on?
like,
Why
what's
is
going
he
on now?
saying thanks for joining?
what's going on?
Why is it disrespectful?
Why is he saying thanks for joining?
Keep talking, keep talking.
Did you cut off?
Keep
Are we
talking,
still
keep
online?
talking.
Are we still
He said,
online?
"Oh,
You're
he's
still
still
like,
online."
Okay, go back to the. Let's see the main
keep
screen
talking,
now.
keep
Go back to
talking. No,
backstage. No, no.
I'm,
If you want to put us on backstage, tell us. That's okay.
no, no, no. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking.
Uh-huh,
I'm
that's
like,
right.
go back to the original thing.
Forest
But
team,
as
I
far
will
as
cheer for you last. Don't
see,
worry.
no, but see,
Let me check my TV to make sure we're
Yo.
live. Don't worry.
no, but see,
Don't
AK, see,
worry,
Sorry,
guys.
sorry,
see,
Chimber. Go ahead.
but see,
Go ahead,
AK,
Chimera. Go ahead.
but see, listen, this is why I'm not letting people do this because the same thing we said about Ten Hag. We said he'll get caught if he keeps playing the way he's playing. The first 2 matches, so he adapted. He changed he changed his way to play a different way. It didn't work out. So my whole thing is I'm only sticking to his principles, and And the fact is, you look at Arsenal. The Arsenal are players that bad. No, they score 2 goals off set pieces.
Oh
Niggas don't
my
have 4.
God, I can't
All the
believe
goals
we're
not have
having
4
this
scored
discussion.
off of individual
Oh
mistakes.
my!
It's not like you
But
can't just.
listen, Chimere, I can't believe we're having this discussion. Now we are even being comfortable with the way with the way teams play and lose. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
because at the end of the day, if you're winning and there's nothing to build off of. What do you? At the end of the day, we came third. We
What?
came third. Was that Blue Eyes?
Sunday,
When was
Sunday medicine.
I'm saying was this the no Blue Eyes?
Only
Blue
Sunday,
Eyes. Let me ask
Sunday,
you.
now you go take this
Blue Eyes.
medicine.
Let me ask you. Blue Eyes. Let me ask you a question. No, Blue Eyes.
Emiliano.
Hold on. Let me ask you.
Okay, and KD, okay. Go ahead, Chimere. Go.
No, let me ask you a question.
Please.
If you have a philosophy, if you're brought in to play a certain way,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you don't play that way, why are you the coach?
No, Chimere, we're not going to do this because you're going to use the same way you spanked, what's his name, Eric Ten Hag, should be the same way you spank Amorim. Just because Amorim won one game against a City that is already shitting
I
the
didn't.
bed.
I didn't expect.
He
Ten Hag,
didn't
though, as
spank.
a
No,
coach.
he didn't spank Ten Hag. That's
I didn't
because
expect
he's
Ten Hag
not.
as the coach.
Yeah, he.
Uh-huh.
Let me give you some context, Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
He was very supportive, right? He's been supportive of all the coaches, really, Blue Eyes. It's just a case of the thing that people were hitting Ten Hag with was that he doesn't have a style of play. It's inconsistent from game to game. It changes. Blah 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 blah. And whereas with Amorim, it seems like he has a specific style. He's not compromising that, regardless of the player quality, right?
Mm.
And he's gone out there and he's beaten Pep at the Etihad. So that's why Trimmer is saying, right, well done. He
Yeah.
knows there's still work to be done, of course. He knows that they're gonna have to go out there in January and the summer and recruit player personnel. But at least there is something in the future where
I
there's a baseline plan.
listen. I hear all that, but my only concern here is right. The same Man City. Maybe Chimera is not a representation of the crowd of the Man U fans that were beating this guy with a big stick and today celebrating like it's the end of the world. This is my problem. Listen, if not for that penalty, this game is 1-0, true or false.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, but the reality is the penalty happened.
That's what I'm saying. So Chimera,
No, but-
you cannot celebrate where you play and walk away losing a game. That's what I'm trying to say, Chimera.
No, but see,
At
No,
the
but
end
I
of the
think
day-
Blue Eyes. I think long-term macro view. I think what Chimera wants, and I think as a fan, what we should want for our teams is
It's a derby. Form is out of the window. I get it. It's a derby, and it's a big win.
no,
It's a big
no,
win.
not just that. Like,
Oh, he's gonna cut out. He's
Where
gonna
are
cut
you?
out.
Where are you?
He's gonna cut out.
Please,
Yeah,
yeah,
he'll come
please.
back. He'll come back.
Please,
No, but-
stop
Crap,
using
no, but-
Nasarawa United.
no, but see, Blue Eyes.
Mm.
See, Blue Eyes. Why were we in a position to get the penalty? Because of the fact how we were playing in the second half.
No, listen. My problem with Man U, before Chimera continues, is I pray and hope that you guys protect Diallo and don't throw him to the wolves like you did Pogba. That's my
Oh
problem.
my God, this Pogba guy, man. I don't want to hear Pogba, man.
Oh, the guy that scored the
Yeah,
second
it's
goal,
true.
right?
That boy is a football brain. That boy
Oh,
is
that boy is good, oh.
he's a football
Ah,
brain.
Not
He's a
Diallo.
I don't
football
know why
brain.
they hail all these
Yeah.
Ganacho,
You
all
know
those
what?
guys that they this guy, that Ahmad guy.
Yeah,
You know what?
he's him, man. He's him.
He is good.
He's
He's
know what I
good.
like
he,
about-
not him.
You know,
He's
you have a
He's he.
He's a finger break.
brother,
He's
you know
good.
him, yo. Chimera, let me tell you why I like Ahmad Diallo.
No, he's a great player.
Listen, what I like about him is when he
Wait, Blue Eyes, your mic.
Like,
Your mic.
what's going? What
Blue Eyes, your
happened?
mic.
Yo, Mike,
It's,
are
we
you
can't
far
hear
away?
you.
Are you far
Like, go
away?
far with me.
can you hear me? Now? Can you hear me?
Testing.
It's a bit clearer. Yeah, it's a bit clearer.
It's a bit clearer. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You see why I like Ahmad Diallo? Outside the box, he's all over the place. Inside the box, my goodness, that
Yes,
boy.
the guy comes alive. He comes
And
alive.
another thing about what he does inside the box, you know what I like? He pretends that he's going to take the shot. Very simple, but he will hold it. You know why he does that? It's either he creates a penalty or he will score. Penalty or score. I think he's better than Bruno Fernandes in the box.
Oh, really?
No,
In the box.
no,
In
he
the box.
Oh,
Chinwe,
wow.
let me.
you said
Chinwe, let me.
You
Oh,
didn't hear what I
That's
yeah,
said.
an
you
easy
said in
one.
the box,
Chinwe,
You
right?
didn't
let
hear
me.
what I said. You
No,
didn't hear
but
what
oh,
I said. You didn't hear
Chinwe,
what
let
I
but
me.
said.
no, but that's not a
please, guy.
no, but,
Blue eyes, don't do
no, but
that.
is
Don't
that a
do that. Don't do that.
You didn't
Please.
hear what I said.
Shaw?
You didn't hear what I
People
said.
actually get wet.
Ah,
No. I think Ahmad Diallo is better than Bruno Fernandes in the box. I
As a
rather have
finisher, right?
Ahmad Diallo than Bruno. Yeah, and he's a killer. The boy is a killer.
As a
Yeah,
finisher,
he's a
right?
killer.
As
That
a
that
finisher,
move,
that's a
He
that's
said
that
that's
that.
move,
a, that's
that move today to hide Ederson. That
Chinwe,
tells
I'm
you
not understanding
that
you.
Chimere,
boy
they'll
really fear
kill me.
anything.
that thing he did. That
No,
thing
no,
he did
no,
to
no, no,
Ederson.
Blue Eyes. I want to
He
Blue Eyes.
marginalized
He's
No, Blue
not
Eyes.
Ederson out of
afraid.
his moment. Crap goalkeeper,
No, Blue
man.
Eyes. Exactly. What
Crap.
are you saying that you're saying as a finisher, right?
Yeah, I am saying
Because
as a finisher. Yeah,
Okay,
because
that's
to be
no,
honest,
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
to add to what Blue I said, if it was another player, they'll blast that shot or they'll hit the ball and the keeper
exactly.
will say because Henderson did not believe that guy will hit him. No, Henderson believes that the guy will try and touch the ball. Remember, say the guy don't almost
This
lose that
Edison guy's
ball.
terrible.
Henderson covered like how he thought he was going to shoot, right? But the
Mm.
guy just fooled him and actually did not just tap the ball too hard. He just
Mm.
tapped it a bit over the keeper and ran the
Composure.
other way and man finished it. And guess what? To tell you that this Man City team is a wrap, the guy that ran to the line to kind of block the ball
It is
did not
Vardio.
covered here. It is covered here.
did not have the impetus to actually stop that ball. The ball went through the player's leg too.
Mm.
It is covered here.
And that
Man,
ball. Listen, for that ball to go into the net, I'm still bewildered.
no, that's momentum for you now. Momentum.
I
You love
guess so because that
momentum.
ball was so
You love
slow. It was rolling in
Yeah.
slowly,
Well,
man.
you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stop. You can't stop
He
yourself.
can't stop
You're already,
yourself.
you're
Yeah,
already,
because if
you're already in a point of inertia. You're
he
already
didn't want to
moving.
score an own goal, that's the problem. He didn't want to even score an own goal.
Oh, well, the guy rather just made the ball just pass through his
Yeah,
body
he
than
couldn't
he
do
touch that
anything.
ball because
But
everybody match
that boy,
of the day, everybody will talk about him being the
Yeah.
own goal guy.
that boy is just that
No, no.
Amad Diallo. Please, you should protect him
Wait,
with kid
I
gloves.
need to ask you guys a question. What do you think about Pep Guardiola after this?
I've said my mind already.
I told you guys already.
Wait,
Now
I've
I
said
yeah,
my
let
told you
mind.
guys
Chimere. No,
already.
no, no. Chimere didn't get to say it. Chimere didn't get to
Chinwe,
say it.
yeah,
Sorry.
I know
Go
we
ahead.
want to go Pep. Yeah, finish
Well,
him
what
up.
do you guys think about this guy? Is he really the greatest of all time?
And Emmy is very
I
simple
mean,
for me.
I
It's very- before Chinwe, before you go, it's very simple for me. I said it. I don't know if you listen to it. Pep Guardiola Man City must not finish seventh or eighth. I'm gonna have a picture of his legacy.
nah, they
If you
won't. They
cannot
won't.
finish behind Nottingham Forest, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Nottingham Forest have Elanga and Osman as winger. I am sorry. No, you cannot finish above them.
What does that mean? Yo, what the hell?
Excuse me. I'm not capping. I'm not joking. You cannot finish behind them. If that happens, hope Pep.
Now, but City. Now, but I'd like you know they're about to lose again, right? Because they play Aston Villa away. They're about to lose another match.
See, if they lose, it's not funny now.
You
This
you
one is
guys
getting awkward now.
you guys will
See.
find out the truth
I'm,
soon.
look,
No, but
I'm looking at their fixture. Guys, I'm looking at their fixture. Aston
no,
Villa next. I think Leicester City, and then who again? I forget who they play next. I don't see them winning Villa because of the way
they'll beat
Villa
Leicester.
play. I don't see because of the way Villa
No,
play.
they'll lose.
I don't see them beating Villa.
They'll lose.
And I will say it again. Like I said, I took it on Friday. Pep must not finish seventh or eighth. I don't want to see Pep in.
No, it's not even just that, right, guys? Let's kind of put a mirror in this Pep guy. See, is Pep telling me that he doesn't have a team currently, where though to actually coach this team outside of what's going on right now? He still has.
And have you seen his
Wait,
comment?
wait,
Have you seen
wait,
that
wait,
comment?
wait. He has Haaland, who he sold to us as the greatest striker, to ever play in this Premier League. Haaland is still fit. He has Bernardo Silva. He has KDB. He has Grealish, who he bought for over about 100 million pounds. He has Doku. He has Foden. He has Vadiol, who he spent 80 million pounds on. Vadiol is an 80 million pound centre back. They still have John
He has Ruben
Stones.
Diaz there.
They have they have Ruben Diaz, and they have Kyle Walker. They also have their goalkeeper. I've called 11 players right now already, and that's not their entire team. But
Did you call Rodri? Did you call Rodri?
Rodri? So without Rodri, Manchester City cannot actually
They can't
drive
kick
their,
ball.
they
They
can't
can't kick ball.
drive their club boss.
I mean, they
That
can't
So then Pep,
support their coach without Rodri.
So
They
their
can't.
boss,
no, but
so their
AK,
boss
but
cannot
see,
drive to the stadium without Rodri.
They can't.
So
no,
in
but
the
AK,
last
see, Pep
11
isn't the
games,
goat.
they
Pep isn't the
won
goat.
one game. So because of Rodri.
The Pep isn't the goat.
Okay, Pep can't be the goat.
Pep is not the
He
goal.
can't be.
Pep is not Pep. What is
Tell me,
Pep?
okay, tell me,
Pep as a coach.
Jamari,
he can't be the
Pep
goat.
as a coach.
Jamari,
has spent-
the conversation shouldn't even be Pep isn't the GOAT. Pep isn't a good manager if you can't win a match without Rodri. He's not a good manager.
Without Rodri.
He has won it, dude. He's just in
No,
a
he only
bad,
won
very, very
one.
bad
Only
stretch of
won
form.
one.
And for me,
Only won
no,
so
but see,
far in
but see,
11.
AK, I know. But see, AK, I know better. Pep's track with a history is a great coach. More than just Rodri. So I'm not.
Let me even text this guy. Man,
It's not just Rodri. That's the. This season bad. No point this season.
He's been
So he
shocking.
gets the Pep
He's been
this
shocking.
year. He's the benefit of the doubt because of past. He gets the benefit of the doubt. But if it happens over the course of time, like let's say next year they're still bad, then it's at the point finished. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, it's like the game
Nah,
passes by everybody
personally,
at a certain point.
Where is K? Where is K?
So
And
is here,
K is here.
Go ahead,
hold on,
Chris.
before you continue,
Can
because
you tell us what's going
no,
on?
guys, hold on, because Pep said something today, and I was laughing when he said, I think Enki, I tagged you about it. He said next season we need to have 20 to 25 players because Chelsea did it. We need to follow Chelsea philosophy.
But that's
Yeah,
pathetic.
he said
Because
that.
that's
Bam,
pathetic because Pep
Pep,
always
you are
said
very,
he
very
doesn't
stupid for
need
saying that.
a big
I'm
squad.
sorry
To
to say.
tell you that,
Excuse me?
Pep is a juggle guy. This guy has been outspending the league and winning the league with a team that is richer than everybody, right? As soon as
Dude.
his team, yes. And let me not lie to you, as soon as his team has lost, which has happened to everybody, Liverpool dealt with injuries about a few seasons ago. Chelsea have been dealing with injuries for the past 3 seasons to most of their key players until they now started actually revamping and selling some of those guys. So is my guy Guardiola telling me he cannot get 5 in a row because Rodri and maybe Nathan Ake are out of his team?
that's not the reason. Like, let's stop the charade that
I believe,
Rodri is the reason that they
yeah.
cannot win a game. That is not the
It's
reason.
all
How
charade.
can you watch Phil Foden's score no goals and we're in December and say they're missing Rodri? How can you watch Savinho? They spent a lot of money on this brother. It wasn't like 50 mil. They spent a lot of money and they have a lot of hope
How
on
much
this
they
brother.
spend on
He's got
Savinho?
zero. I think it's like 30 mil. I don't know. But the only reason they spent that little money is because they bought him from a sister club. So it was actually really like a
Girona,
60
right?
million transfer.
From Girona.
Yeah.
Like Girona, but like he's owned by Troyes, and Troyes is
Yeah.
also linked to City. But like it's a
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah.
Anyways, they signed Savinho. He smells. He's got no goals. Jeremy Doku, he's got 1 goal. KDB's been in and out, but since he's been back, he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good. So it's like if there's nothing good going on in the attack outside of Haaland, and even Haaland, like when he's not scoring, he's essentially a non-entity. How can you then say that they're missing Rodri?
Should I ask another question,
Pulse,
guys?
pulse,
Do you
pulse.
think Pep has lost the dressing room? Like they're no more listening to him.
No.
It
No.
gets no. I'll say to a degree.
Are
I
we
wouldn't say it's
are
been
we
lost.
at that point yet?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's lost, but to a degree, you hear the same thing. You're hearing this, not the same thing, but you're hearing a guy speak for 7 years.
Yeah.
You've achieved
Everything.
the unachievable, 4 in a row. You know,
Champions League treble.
a treble. They won it. They won the triple. You know, the English three. It gets tiring, not to the point that they've lost it, but you know what I mean. It's
And most of those players, is it? Do you think
What about Fergie? What
they
about
just
Fergie?
lost the hunger to actually
did
play?
Fergie win 4 in a row?
No, it's not about
Nah.
he won 3
Because
of them.
of-
What's the difference? One more?
Three.
One more?
No, but even Fergie had 3 years where he didn't win the Prem, right? It was Arsenal invincible, and then Chelsea back to back, and
Was
then
it-
he rebuilt the team and then
Was
won
it
3.
bad though? Was it ever?
No.
No,
They
was
were
it ever
they
this
were
bad?
hovering around second, third, second. Yeah, it was only second or
I'm
third.
saying,
It
but was it
wasn't.
ever
It
this?
wasn't.
I don't
Was it
expect he
was it
ever had
this
it this bad, apart from his first two seasons at Man U. But even then, he never went 11 games with only one win.
Without a win. No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
One win
But
in
did you
11
always
going.
have Roy
I mean,
Keane and Paul Scholes, or
But
no, but see,
you guys
AK,
are not.
one
You
win in
guys are
11
not.
games. You know how horrible that is.
Oh,
You
that,
guys,
One win
that's
in 11
but
games.
you
sackable.
guys,
That's sackable.
that's
listen, you guys.
Southampton like?
Tells
That's
you that's
Southampton like.
sackable. You get
That's
sacked.
Southampton
But
like.
again, you guys
Do
are
you
not
not,
listening to.
AK, do
You
you
guys
not,
are not
AK,
paying
do you
attention
not
to one
understand
thing.
that? Understand how bad it is to, and I'm a United fan. I'm telling you that this team is crap. Or United team is crap. To win this United team 1-0 out and throw it in your backyard, it's crap. That's what it tells me. Your team is crap.
Yeah.
Like,
And should I say something before Blue Eye says what he wants to say? It's so bad that Wolves, who is bottom of the league in the last 11 games, has won at least 2 games in the last 11 games, while Man City has won only 1. Let that sink in. And Wolves is without a coach. Don't
Any,
forget,
but this is
Wolves
what I
has
want to say
no
really
coach.
quick.
Yeah.
This is
Go
what I
ahead.
want to say really
Blue
quick.
Eyes, go ahead.
Is anybody who says that Pep is not a genius is out of their mind. Don't you find it coincidental that as soon as Pep signed that extension, they started losing?
But they were losing pride.
They were losing before that, Baba. They were losing, but people were saying, "Oh, it's because they think Pep will leave. That's why the players are kind of, they are uncertain about the future." Kiniko, okay, they were losing. They already lost. They lost.
No,
I
but
think
him
they
signing,
lost
but
before
him signing that extension, anybody could have seen between the lines. That extension was just this guy was just trying to protect his mediocrity, man.
Who?
Pep. He was protecting his mediocrity. The guy is a system coach.
Bam, 100%.
no,
System
Blue Eyes,
coach,
where
and- Yeah, go ahead.
Blue Eyes, let me ask you a question. Where would Pep go other than City, where all the resources in the world he wants? He doesn't.
Nowhere,
He has.
nowhere.
He's,
Nobody
he's,
has
he's
that
the main guy.
right now.
Again,
He doesn't have.
Again.
He doesn't have that much He doesn't have that much pressure from the
No
media.
pressure,
and the fan
no
base.
pressure.
Where else would he go?
Yeah, you're right. But exactly.
He's not good at Serie A. They don't.
No,
But
they don't have that money to support him to build a team.
But,
of 20 billion
but
pounds.
again, he got a system that worked, and we forgot how boring that system was just because he was winning.
Yeah.
Let's be
No, but
fair
see-
here. That
no, but see,
system
Blas,
was absolutely
Blas,
even
I'm
at
trying to-
Barcelona. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but did you pick up what I was putting up by saying that? Because look at all the clubs he's managed at, which is what I'm saying. I'm not taking away anything from Pep as a manager. He's a great manager. Everybody knows he's a great manager. But look at the clubs. Barcelona. That team was in his image, so I give him credit. That
What
team
about
was in
Bayern
his
Munich?
image.
What about Bayern Munich?
Well, Bayern Munich, he got all the resources there. He's the best team in Germany. He had all the resources there. And he didn't win the Champions League, Champions League is hard to win, so okay, that's fine. But then you go to City, all the resources are there, all the support is there. So that's why I say when I analyze Pep and I look at Pep and Marino, for example, the difference between them two, in my opinion, is the fact that Pep at every club he's been has been supported. Marino didn't get that support in every club he was at. In my opinion, I see it. Because, for example, right, the only club that really gave Marino support, like I talk about undivided support, was Inter. To my opinion, where it's like Marino is the, you know what I'm saying? He can get it whoever he wants. He has all the support. He doesn't have that much pressure from the media, like Pep at City, you know what I mean? Or at Bayern or whatever. But because you look at Chelsea, even under Abramovich, as Chelsea fans, you guys will know. The year you guys lost the league by 1 point, the year United won the Champions League, he got sacked in September after a couple of bad games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice
he
season.
didn't even get a chance after he had won 2 Prems. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? Pep has never.
No,
could you imagine Pep?
Listen, but my problem is this is my problem. Is Abdullah, mute, I beg. I know we understand that you're eating rice. We appreciate you. It's Sunday now. Today is Sunday now, so rice.
I'm
is not-
actually eating rice. Forgive us.
I'll eat rice tonight too. Today is Sunday. But again, listen. My problem is nobody has been able to answer the question. Is it Pep's deficiency as a coach, or is it the quality of the players that is the problem this season?
Oh, it's both.
Blue Eyes, in my opinion, as a staunch Pep defender, staunch Pep supporter, and staunch Pep fan, it's both. Pep is finished, and this team, quality-wise, is cooked.
Yeah,
They're cooked.
I think he's finished in this Man City team too. Yeah,
He needs to retire.
No. You know.
think so?
Sorry, Chris. Sorry.
yeah.
Blue Eyes,
No, I don't
yeah.
see any redemption for Pep.
You
Who
don't
could
think
they
if you put
buy?
Pep in Chelsea, if you put Pep in Chelsea, does he take us to number one?
No,
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 I don't
uh,
want to get there, but let's
mm,
move on.
no,
Oh no, yeah,
no.
he
the
does.
team
He
isn't
does.
good
Chelsea.
enough. The
He won't
team
have the
isn't good
patience.
enough.
He won't have the patience with these young boys, and he
Yeah,
wants
the
to
team isn't
overcoach
good
them.
enough. No.
Oh,
And this, remember, this Chelsea team is not being overcoached, right?
We'll get there.
Chelsea
We'll get there.
is
We'll
just
get
being
there. We'll get there.
provided a structural
And don't
pattern
worry, we'll get
and
there.
then
We'll
keep
get
them
there.
scoring. But
We'll
don't
get there.
worry, let's get there first. Yeah.
Because sorry, because
Pep will not take us number one.
because
K Day here. I'm
this is
like
like
K Day here. I'm
okay,
like
Yeah,
K.
keep quiet.
Chai,
Okay,
don't worry.
I hear my
Wait,
people.
wait,
You
wait.
need
See
Pepe.
as they
You
dey-
need
Look at
see as
Pepe.
they
you.
We
dey
hear you, my brother.
finish.
Look at
See as
Okay,
you.
they
but
dey
you
Let us
just
hear, let us
quiet.
finish.
hear
See
the
as
Man
they dey
City view.
finish Man City. I
Let
just
us
dey
hear the Man
hear.
City view.
Guys,
I'm
guys,
like,
I'll come to
Hey,
you.
you
I want to
guys
say,
like
okay,
Chai.
Pepe.
okay.
Hey,
I'll
yeah,
hand over the mic.
yeah.
I'll give you the mic. Okay. I just
Okay,
want to
okay,
say
okay.
something about Pep, and I'll give you the mic. See, because when Brewers and NK and even Chris was saying that it's finished, I'm like, it can't be finished when you have won this so much trophy. My problem with Pep Guardiola and this thing is a psychological problem. This is more than crisis. It's all about psychological problem. When I'm hearing Bernardo coming out and saying we are playing like an under 15 team, I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute. Something is going on in this team entirely. It's even above Pep. When I said it, because Pep is arrogant, and the reason I say he's arrogant is because he relies so much on a system where if my system doesn't work, I am finished. And I'm like, Pep, don't do this. You cannot tell the whole entire millions or billions of people watching football just because I don't have a Rodri. I cannot coach a team. A rookie manager said that, not a manager that has won trophies. I'm not buying. I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. I know how good Rodri is because he's an exceptional player. But you cannot tell me just because there's no Rodri in Manchester City. So I cannot coach a football team to win games just because I don't have Rodri. No, 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 no. If Pep is telling me that you need to pack his bag and get out, just go. Excuse me? No, no, no. I cannot give as an excuse. Yeah, give me that an excuse. I'm sorry, no.
oh yeah, K. What do you have to say about that,
Yeah,
K?
okay, go ahead.
My brother, what's going on at Man City right now is a complete disaster. I think it's way more than Rodri.
We've come a
Even
long way,
even
K.
even though Pep would not admit, it's way more than Rodri. So if you watch today's game, for instance, the chances they created was they barely created any chances. I just think in the final third, like they are running out of ideas. You just gotta.
Is K here?
Yeah, sorry. You just gotta watch the games. It's more than Rodri. The chances they are creating is very. I don't
It's
understand. If
minimal.
you watch their
It's
game,
minimal. There's
very
like no threat.
slow, the sideways, like they are not beating their man. The way they move the ball is very slow. I don't understand. It was just, especially today's game. It looks like they were playing against a United team that's ready to compete for trophies. After 1-0, they didn't create anything. Even before 1-0, the goal was just cross into the balls box for with a corner kick, and
I think it was a free kick.
it was no, I think it was a corner kick. Then the pass was a short corner,
Oh, was it a short?
Yeah, it
and
was a short
and
corner. Yeah,
yeah, and De Bruyne just whipped the ball in. So I think the average age of that team right now is
No, no,
crazy.
yeah. I think it's
that's
the
not an
third highest
excuse.
in the league.
That's not an
It's over
Let
excuse.
me
five.
finish. Let me finish
Okay,
now.
okay, no be excuse.
Let me
Ah,
finish now. Some of the guys on that team right now are on their what would I call it?
they are
Downward
31.
trend.
They are
That
31.
downward trend. Not 31. Downward trend. There's a difference between you being on 31 and you being on a downward
Okay, they
trajectory.
won the league last
It
just
doesn't
5 months
matter. It
ago.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if they won the league yesterday. You guys,
Wait, kid.
it doesn't.
I try to understand. So
Let
in
me,
5 months, you know, go just have you play
Ah,
or beat the teams that
no,
you
no,
beat 5 months ago.
Emmy, listen.
Mm.
Kevin De Bruyne is not the same Kevin De Bruyne. He's done.
Yo,
No, no. Let's be
yo.
factual now. I
Hey, that's
mean,
deep. That's deep, bro. You got it deep.
Uh,
he's on a downward trajectory. It cannot be like Kevin De Bruyne 3, 4 seasons ago. Let's be factual.
So
Bernardo
see
Silva.
Bernardo
I'm
Silva.
just coming now. Hold on. Bernardo Silva, the same
Uh,
thing.
oh,
You can't tell me Walker is still the same player. Come on, man. Come on. Come
but
on,
this
man.
guy, wait, should I tell you something, K?
Come on.
These three
Okay.
guys you just called, they play for their national teams and they start. If there's a World Cup final today,
Carl Walker should
our
have,
Walker will start for
but he
England as
shouldn't.
right back.
But he
He's
shouldn't.
terrible.
But
You
should he be
shouldn't. He's still
starting?
terrible though.
Should he be starting?
He
That's
was
why they are
terrible
No,
in the
there's
that
no
is
Euros.
there's
why they
no
are
other
that
player they'll call but Kai Walker
um
as a right back in
But he
England.
shouldn't be starting though.
let me tell you.
Emmy. Wait, hold on. Emmy, did you watch Kyle Walker in the Euros? He was terrible.
Oh yeah, I know he's terrible. I've called it since the World Cup that he's kind of lost a bit, but I think he has some distractions in his life. Anyway,
Nah,
let's
nah,
move
nah, nah,
on.
nah. It's no distractions. He's done. He's cooked.
Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva still starts for Portugal.
He's finished as well.
He
He's
shouldn't be
finished.
starting. He shouldn't be starting.
He shouldn't be starting for Portugal.
He
No,
shouldn't be
yes.
starting
He shouldn't
anymore.
be starting for Portugal. I'm telling you right now.
Oh
No,
wow.
he
Oh
shouldn't be
wow.
starting.
Oh, wow. And
They
then
have enough. They have
who
enough
was that? Who
talent
was
in
the
that
other player you
Portugal
called?
team for him not to
KDB.
start.
KDB. Hold. Look at him. They were captain band for Belgium.
Yeah,
He's
he's wearing captain
tired.
band for
He's
Belgium.
tired.
Where is Belgium now? They are a team. They
In-
are not what they used to be, man. Belgium is also done.
Hmm. Wow.
so okay,
So who else?
to get you right now, you are
So who
saying
else? So all
this is
like
not my
this is like half of the team right now that I've
No, this is not
mentioned.
half of the team. What about
Okay, I've
Haaland?
mentioned Kyle Walker,
Haaland.
KDB, what's his name?
Bernardo Silva. What about
Bernardo.
Haaland?
Bernardo
Odins.
Silva, Gundogan.
Odins.
Gundogan already retired from Germany.
What about Haaland? What about
what of
Haaland?
number 40,
Hold
what
on
of number
now.
47, number 47?
Gundogan already retired. Will Ederson start for Brazil right now?
No,
No,
he
he
doesn't.
never
He doesn't
started.
anyway.
No, Alisson
So
always
so
starts.
Alisson starts.
Emmy, how many players have I named now?
It's at
Five,
least six. It's
five,
like
five.
six.
What about
Six.
Don't
Haaland? What
forget
about
about
Haaland?
Foden's.
Haaland.
No, before
We
Haaland,
are
don't forget about
coming
Foden's.
now.
What
We
about
are
Haaland?
coming.
Foden's
What
is
We
an
are
about
coming.
underperformer. He should
what
be
about
upwards,
Doku?
but
Foden is underperforming right now. I
What
wouldn't
about
say
Doku?
he's on a downward trajectory, but he's
he's looking
underperforming right
downhill.
now.
Wait, Foden has not scored a Premier League goal this season, oh,
No,
Yes, I don't think he has scored that.
in 10
The forward
appearances.
line.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't know
he,
what
he
happened
hasn't
to
scored.
Foden.
No,
I don't know what
No,
happened to Foden, man.
no, no. What about Haaland? What about Haaland?
Haaland is
Haaland.
still the top goal scorer in the league. So
He's tied. He hasn't
no
scored
one
in.
can,
He hasn't. Well, he scored against Palace, but he
yeah,
scored
like
what,
well,
three
no
goals
one
since
can
October.
criticize Haaland. There's no service, so you can't criticize Haaland at
So
all.
No, you could
you now
criticize
understand
him
when there's
more.
no
You could
service,
criticize
eh?
him.
Okay, no service. Okay, I like that from K. I love that from K. K, more. Give
But
us
but
more
but
content.
but Emmy,
Give us more.
Hold on now, hold on,
More,
Emmy.
more,
Hold
more
on now,
Yabasira stew. More
you're still
Yabasira
talking
stew.
about the highest goal scorer in the league currently now.
Why is he not helping his team to win the league? As they say,
Like, no,
win the games.
this is what you're not getting. It's
Is
a
Haaland
team's
a
hold
one-dimensional
on now.
striker?
It's a team's game, not
A
one man.
team, a
It's a team's
team.
game. Then
Mm,
I've made mention of like six guys now that
okay.
should
So
retire
okay,
from
let me
playing
ask
from
you a
Wait,
playing
wait,
question.
this
wait,
game.
wait, wait,
Let
wait,
me
wait,
wait, let
wait,
me wait.
wait. Abdullah, wait. You said those guys you called should retire from
Yes,
football.
they should go to Saudi Arabia,
How
man.
old are they?
Yes. Ah, let me ask you, Amy. Let me ask you this. Hold on. If Gondogan signs for Al Hilal tomorrow, would you be surprised?
But man, Gundogan is good enough to
Okay.
play
Oh,
for
I'm
Man
still
United.
coming now.
He's a good
If
keeper.
Ederson, so hold on now. If Ederson goes to Saudi Arabia, would you be surprised?
If any player goes out there, I won't be
No,
surprised.
no, no, no.
More money.
Right now. If any player goes to Saudi Arabia, there are players whereby you raise
People
one
go for the
eyebrow and be like,
money.
I'll be like, why is this guy going to Saudi Arabia
Milinkovic
this early?
Savic is in Saudi Arabia.
So let me ask you a question and take before I talk
Yeah.
about the big one.
I don't think that's
So
an
this is
excuse,
my
K.
question now.
I just feel like there's something else going on in this massive.
Let me wait.
Half
Okay,
of them are Saudi Arabians. They are
this
Saudi
is my question
Arabians.
now. This is
Okay,
my
let
own
me
logic.
why
Let me
why
wait.
did Pep? Why did they bust
This
Pep's
is my
head?
own
I think
logic
Pep
now.
bust
Wait,
Pep's head.
let me wait. This is my own logic now. Okay.
Why did they what? Why did they what? I didn't get the question.
Why did they bust his lips? I heard he fought with a player. Is that true?
No, it's false.
It's false. Let's
Like
move on.
they busted his lips and they busted.
PG, this is
They
PG,
said
please.
they say
Please and listen.
they said he
heard.
tried to attack a player that nobody has been able to come out to say what really happened. But he had a busted lip.
Relax. No
You
problem.
can't just have a busted
I
lip.
haven't heard about.
You
I
can't
haven't
just
heard
have a
about that.
K. You can't just go into the dressing room without a busted lip. After you come out of the dressing room, you now have a busted lip and your lips are bleeding, and you say nothing happened. Did you bite your lips?
Yeah, he bit his lip. He bit his
The
lip.
back is
He bit
lip.
his
No,
lip.
the back is
He
lip.
bit his lips.
Yes,
Oh,
he did. Yes, he did.
He's
Yes, he did.
frustrated. Have you seen his head?
He did.
He's
So I want
scratching his head. So
okay. I want to ask you last. I want to ask you a last question.
let me touch on Pep real quick. Let me touch on Pep real
Right.
quick.
I was about to ask you
Abdul,
about Pep.
let me touch on Pep. Then you can go
Right.
ahead, man.
oh damn, man.
See, Pep. My thing with Pep is I think he might be running out of ideas. I hate to say this,
You
but he
think
might be
so?
running. I think he's running out of ideas.
Why can't Pep just play 3-5-2? He has the players to do that. Must you die with your sword? Like all those guys in Trojan horse, I mean
To
Gladiator
be,
100. Yeah.
Emmy. To
Those
be
Greek
fair,
soldiers.
Emmy. To be
Must you die
fair,
with your
hold
sword?
on now, Emmy. To be fair to Pep, he has tried playing that three at the back when this guy was the coach. When Conte tried the 3-5, not 3-4-3 nonsense when he
But
won the league.
right now you need that right now. He won, he won the treble with 3-3, right? That's what what's his name? And what's this other guy who
The problem
the
currently
massive
right
one, what's
now
his
is
name?
the players. The players playing right now are
What's
not
the
good
other guy that is
enough.
the Man City fan that used to come here? What's his name?
So before you
Carl.
go, before you
Carl,
come,
Carl,
Carl
Carl will
dip,
not let
man.
us rest with 3-3, right? Okay, where's Carl now? Where's Carl? Where's
Carl's
Carl?
never been the same since the Chargers, bro. He's never been the same
Oh,
since the
it's on
Jesus.
Chargers.
back. It's on vacation.
He's never been the same.
He stopped replying to on the
Abdullahi,
group chat.
Yeah.
we never heard a word in this your channel with defense
See,
system is 3 3
everything are
box
turn
3.
by turn. Now, Man City turn right now.
No,
They will just
man,
have to.
their tongue
Before
bloody because
before I talk,
they're naked now. They waka.
guys, hold on.
Now
Before we
turn
talk,
by turn. Everything for
before we
this
talk
life now
about
turn by turn.
Why can't he play that 3-3? Why can't he
He
play
doesn't
that one?
want to play it. Let him. The thing boss didn't favor. Didn't
He
favor.
won the
So
treble with 3
so
box 3.
let me wait.
What's holding him? Because
you can't play
Before
that
I talk
system with
about
Gundogan as your holding
before I
midfielder,
talk about
man. You
but
can't play that.
he played it with Stones. He
guys,
played it
hold
with
on, hold on.
Stones
Before I
as
talk about
central
Then we don't
midfielder,
have
right?
Stones right now. Do we have Stones? We don't have Stones,
Yes, he
man.
has Stones.
He's,
Yes, he
he's
has
before we
Stones.
injured.
talk about
No,
He's
Stones just
injured
came
right
back.
now.
He just came back.
hold on.
Oh,
I
more
want to talk about
excuses
I
for
want to
this
talk
guy.
about
Anyway,
Chelsea, but before that,
let's talk about Chelsea. You're lucky you got the
Why
room from
does
Abdullahi.
Emmy hate Pep so much, man?
Oh, I
guys,
don't like Pep.
guys,
Oh,
let's
Pep destroyed football. He destroyed football
guys,
for me.
hold on, hold on.
He did.
Before we continue, guys,
Wait, Abdullahi, before you go, let me just say one last thing. The one thing I criticize Pep about, right, is because of his kind of football. His kind of football took away good players that we saw, like Ronaldinho, Guti, Kaka, those kind of players. We don't see those players come through the youth ranks in any football team anymore because they always tell those kind of players that, hey, you can't play positional football or whatever Pep system is, right? Because you can't press, you can't do this one, you can't pass one touch, And those kind of boys, they like leg over, they like to dribble, they like to excite people. We don't have players that excite us as much anymore in football. So
Uh,
it's all to Pep.
okay, Emmy, you have one in your team right now that can do a lot of leg overs for you. His
That's
name is
Cole Palmer.
Jao Felix. No,
no
no,
comment. Let's
Jao
continue.
Felix.
I
So why
want us
don't you
to
start? Why
Felinci,
don't you?
Jaja Felinci.
before
Jaja
we continue.
Felinci.
I
Why
want
don't
to
you
talk about
start Jaja
because
Felinci
I want to
every
talk about
game?
Chelsea.
No,
Hold on,
Felix was
hold on,
injured today.
Felix
It was
Zemo.
injured
hold
today.
on, hold on, hold on.
Populate.
Guys, people in the chat, please like the video, guys. We have 52 people watching. Guys,
Are
let's
you
get it to
serious?
100.
Wow, man,
52
you
Now,
people
just
wow.
watching, guys.
Guys,
wow,
guys,
wow,
Like
let's
it,
wow, wow,
guys,
like the
wow,
guys.
video.
wow,
Ha!
wow.
I beg.
Blow
People
them
There's
horn,
already
blow
like
them
them, guys.
horn.
Like the
Wow,
vid,
Numbers,
my
man.
wow.
See
people.
numbers. Oh, wow. 52 people.
Like the
No, I
vid, my
beg.
people.
I beg.
Like that vid. My people, like the vid. Subscribe, guys.
Like the vid, guys. Like
Like
the
the vid,
vid.
my
Let's
people.
get these likes
Please
up.
subscribe.
Let's
Let's
go
get
to
it up.
let's get to 100 likes today at least.
Guys, let's get to 100 like I beg. So, I want to talk about Chelsea. That because I actually have a different thing.
What happened?
I don't know. Bless him. I don't know what happened to Abdullahi.
But let's keep talking about Chelsea. But
Yes.
man, blue eyes. Man,
Yeah.
I think Uncle Chelsea don't come back. Oh, cha.
So,
didn't
it's
know that.
Cristiano versus Madam. I wanted to talk about Chelsea because the match I watched today, first I wanted to say something. And Chelsea is a well coached team. I would have to say it right.
So Masters is not a well coached team.
Hold on, let me mute the mic. Hold on. Chelsea is a well coached team. And I'm gonna say it right now because if you look at the team we have right now, because especially the way we play against some certain teams, there's a different tactics, different formation, different with the way we approach game. And I have to give Benjamin Oscar his credit because when we brought him in, people were like, is it really good enough? I don't really go for high profile caliber a manager who has names and everything. But Maresca has come in and he's put down his philosophy and he's laid down his philosophy. I have to give him credit for that. He has actually coached this team to actually make them make better decision making and actually compete when it comes to competing. I'm really impressed with this team. I won't lie. My impression with this team is just bring joy to my mind and joy to my face. And Caicedo, nothing much to say about him. The 150 million we got him, that's a big money. And wow, what a player he is.
Is that me? Hello?
It's not you.
Nah,
Abdullahi
blind,
cut
man.
again.
Abdullahi, you can't just be cutting off like that now. What did happen?
I was speaking to
Cut off
Madam,
again.
that was like,
We can continue. Speak. Take your time. We can continue now.
continue.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll continue. Blue Eyes. How
Yes.
do you feel about the game?
Listen, it was a scrappy game. Absolutely scrappy game. But I got to tell you something. You see, Marco Cucurella. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We could hear you, Mark. Yeah.
You see, Marco Cucurella is a very, very important player for us. Apart from this goal that he scored today, he's absolutely an important player for us. What I think he's man of the match today. Is he?
I'll say so.
Because of
I
his
mean, the goal rounded it up, but I'll say so. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know who had a very quiet, deadly game? Jadon Sancho. My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness. I thought he had an 8/10 performance, man.
I think so.
What? The way he controlled that game. Top class. But again, Enzo Fernandez saves the day, man.
Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. Even Nonso Madeke. Noni put a nice cross through.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
man, I was so pissed off we considered that goal.
Try. Who you
Absolutely.
looking at? I'm looking at Levi. I mean, I thought Tosin played well, but
Tosin had a good game, but I don't know why he couldn't get to that ball.
Mm.
I'm surprised, man. Even get a red card. I'm surprised he couldn't even get a red card.
Mm.
You know, but the defense was okay. Yeah, Gusto had a good game too, a very good game. Very good game. I just think this man has found, and I love what this guy did, Maresca. He played the same team for almost 85 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a very smart move, bringing in Nkunku later in the game. But listen, I don't know. I think I told you guys 2 weeks ago, we win this league, man.
We're not winning this league.
Stop.
We're not winning this league. It's
Stop.
great, though. It's great because
Stop.
Brentford, you know what Brentford does to us. But
Yes.
I thought, and credit to them, because this game was a nasty game. It was a
nasty game, man.
Very, very nasty game. I was even scared because, the way that block looked.
Can we talk about Sanchez? Can we talk about Sanchez today?
Yeah, hold tight, Sanchez.
Come on, guys, you gotta respect yourself. Leave Sanchez alone, please. I beg you.
Hold tight, Sanchez.
Sanchez is our number one. No. Come on, stop, guys. Stop.
Hold tight, Sanchez. It was great, man.
He was
great.
great.
You know the funny thing? We haven't mentioned Cole at all. He didn't actually call him.
Cole had an okay game. Yeah, it
He
was
had an
okay.
okay game.
Yeah, he did. He had an okay game today. But you expect
Make I know this. I was attending to Madam. That was about. I can hear you guys.
no problem, my
No
brother.
problem.
So see, whether people like it or not, this Chelsea team is a coach team, and you can see the input of the manager in it. And shout out to the Chelsea ownership who has done a very good job in assembling this team. A lot of people might say Chelsea spend money, we spend billion. Go ahead. I've seen Jamie Carragher and what Gary Neville talking about Chelsea. Continue, no problem. We are all of us are listening. I will reserve my comment, but all of us are listening. But this team is a well coached team, and I know our record against Brentford has not been good. But for me to see us compete this way weekend, I'm proud of this team, and it tells me going forward there is enough to improve in this team going forward. But overall, I'm impressed. I never expected to be in this position because my expectation was maybe third. My expectation was third and get 80 points. But for us to be in this position we are right now tells me something. And I already said it already. If Liverpool if keep sleeping and they are not consistent enough, Chelsea will win this league. I'm not capping about it because Liverpool, yes, they cannot be consistent for the whole entire remaining matches we have, but they will drop some points. It's all about the team behind them. Can they capitalize? And next week, if we beat Everton, we go above them. They play Tottenham Hotspur next week, and Tottenham won today 4-0. Tottenham are going to play at home at their stadium, and they want to impress their stadium because of what has been happening with Postecoglou, with the players and everything, with the disconnection between them. They want to win in front of their fan base. So if Chelsea win next week, they go top. Liverpool draw point. Liverpool knows if they draw point in that match, it's over. They know that. So they cannot draw point. I know they have an outstanding match they have to play, the Merseyside derby, which is going to be even more difficult because of the schedule they put to them in February 11th. They have to play like I think is it Aston Villa something like they have to play some big matches before they play the Merseyside derby. So I'm happy overall with what I'm seeing right now. With Caicedo, I can't even say more because he has proved to be money. That brother was everywhere, man. And for Fernandez, I'm married. I don't have a kid divorce, but I don't want to go too much on that. He has been good. He has been very good. Overall, the performances has been good, and I'm very happy for the performances. And Blues and NK, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm too harsh on Sanchez. I'm sorry about him. Maybe because of the way maybe I'm too harsh on him. Because today he saved us today. I'm not capping. He did save us today.
Yeah.
He did. I think 2 times or 3 times, I'm not mistaken. And the kind of way it came out and parries his shots out, command his area. I'm impressed. This is what I want to see more from me. The reason I'm kind of say, I'm not sure of Sanchez is sometimes his decision making when he kind of makes it in terms of passing to position, I'm like, why are you doing that? You're a goalkeeper, why? But overall, I've been impressed with this team. I've been, Lord, may you continue. I've been impressed. I can't say more. Anybody can talk.
Listen, I think it's a very good point that Blue Eyes. I would have forgot it, like, because it's something easy to forget. The fact that Enzo Maresca didn't make a sub, because I was saying myself, yo, these guys look tired. Yo,
Yeah.
make a sub, make a sub,
No.
Do you
No
think
need.
the issue is on the sub? Nobody. No
and he didn't
Felix,
make a sub.
no
You
Felix,
know,
nobody because all of them they are
Nicholas
injured.
Jackson, I thought was poor, but his drive, I thought his drive was top class today. Top
Yeah.
class today because
Nicola Jackson. Yeah, that's true.
his drive, because after that miss, or the one where,
Where's Sancho?
Open post.
yeah, he struck it with his left. The way he approached that ball was god awful, by the way.
Mm.
But the one with his left, I thought that was it. I'm not gonna see him for the rest of the game. But to take that chance, when he sized up the defender, near post finish, it was amazing. Enzo, great pass. Caicedo, man, I think this is the best midfielder in the league right now,
He
man.
He
has
is
to
the
be.
best. He is
He
the
has
best.
to
He's
be.
ahead of Gravenberch for me. He's
He
the
has.
best.
Yeah, I think he's the best mid. Although Gravenberch, I don't know if you watched the Liverpool game. He moved to centre back after the red card.
He did, yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
He moved to centre back and he was fine. So shout out both of them. But for it's a Chelsea segment. So Caicedo for me, yo, the guy's been absolutely money. But I'll say Cucurella. The
Oh, he's suspended
This
for
guy
next
is
week. He's
crazy.
suspended next week.
The
Cucurella
refs
has
the refs are
ended
full though,
tonight.
because that's
He
never a
said
yellow card. The first one. and the
Yes, I don't
second
know why I
one,
gave him a yellow card. Though.
and then after the
They said
match,
they followed
gave him
through.
a red.
Yeah, according to VAR said it was he used an aggressive behavior. That was what they gave me.
What is that?
That's what they said. VAR said an aggressive behavior. I'm like, what? Aggressive
So
behavior?
I don't know what the makeup of that back line is.
English is finishing me, man. Chai, English. Change.
I don't know what the makeup of that back line is, but I hope
No, I think it's gonna be Vega might play.
you
Vega
think
might play.
so.
Yeah, I think Vega might play. Depend because we play our last conference league at Stanford Bridge, so Vega might play that match. And it also depends also. Badashile might be back. He might play Badashile there. Never can tell. We'll see. You know, we play Sean Dice Everton on Sunday, and
I'm
we
a
have
bit
to have 4
concerned
people.
about that, man.
Yeah, so we play them and go December. We have to have 4 people. So we might try to play Badashile. We'll see.
I'm always concerned about Sean Dyche, man.
We'll see. We can beat them.
Financial services football, 2 banks of 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
always concerned about Sean Dyche, man. It's not an easy. It's not easy, especially at Goodison. That's never easy.
The only problem that I don't think any team that wants to park the bus against us is in trouble. And big, you can't park. If you park the bus against us, then we are going to find you're going to have to deal with 3 or 4 options coming at you to score. So, listen, we just need an early goal in the first half so that they open up and then we put them to bed. We sing them a lullaby. You know?
Yeah.
Blue Eyes, your take on the match. Fernandez, Caicedo.
Yeah, I was just saying to Nana, man. Fernandez, I can't believe I'm saying this about Enzo, man. Enzo, if you're listening, my brother, man, I called you Opanka, which name I never call you, but the way you've turned this thing around, the guy actually defends. He made some very, very critical
interceptions. Samuel Johnson just confirmed that actually will be out for some while. He has an injury. Yeah. Wow. Will be out for some while. No specific time frame for his return.
For Enzo, my good. Oh, you mean Badiashile?
Yeah, no specific time frame for his return. This one deep. Fafana out. Badiashile too out. Hey, this one deep.
We need another. We need some more. We need defenders in January, man. We need defenders in January. Hey, Abdullahi, don't run away. We need to talk about Sanchez.
Yeah. He's gone already. He'll come back.
Abdullahi, don't run away. We need to talk about Sanchez because you've been
Sanchez, your guy. Sanchez, your guy.
Abdullahi, we need to talk about Sanchez.
The guy, nah, shit. Blue Eyes. I don't know why you like shitty players. Why do you like shitty players?
Stop, Sanchez. Let's talk about Sanchez.
I apologize already. Don't do my apology.
You made apology to Sanchez?
Yes, I did.
There's no apology. The guy that shit, his distribution is the worst in the league.
I did already.
What? I didn't hear this apology.
Yeah, he apologized.
It's the worst in the league. It's a decent goalkeeper and distribution is shit.
I apologize. I missed this one. I need to hear that.
Yeah, he apologized. He said, I've been a bit too harsh. Sanchez, I apologize. He made 3 or 4
Sanchez
fantastic saves.
Yes, Sanchez today. He did today.
He got 3 points today.
He did, yeah.
That's why I say leave this boy. Let him do his job.
Sanchez and a sprinkle of God. Sanchez and a sprinkle of God.
Stop.
No, time out. Blue Eyes. When they hit the ball.
Yeah.
Chai.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. That guy was all over the place. Sanchez.
He was.
Come on, man. The guy is. I think he's better than Edison. Come on, guys.
Just stopping. I agree.
My goodness, man. Like these guys couldn't do anything with Sanchez. He occupied the entire.
It was good and comfortable.
My goodness, man. Please leave Sanchez alone. Let him do his job, please.
Maybe I'm trash on him. Maybe that's why I view things.
Leave him alone. Let him do his job. I beg.
And for Caicedo, wow, what a player, man! Wow.
Moy, you mean Moy? Moy is a top player now. He's the fixer. He's just everywhere. Very mean, destructive, and at the same time productive. I take that any day. You know, I take that any day.
Blue Eyes, quick question for you.
Talk to me. Yes.
What do you think Chelsea need to do to fix that leaky defense?
We need one defender, but listen, I don't want wholesale changes in the defense. I've said this before. I don't need to sweep the whole defense and bring new people in. I just need one guy. Just one. I don't know who that guy keeps. I like Bastoni. I've always called for Bastoni where they enter.
Mm-hmm.
I like Bastoni, and I also like this boy that plays for Aston Villa, but he just went to Aston Villa recently.
Paul
Um,
Torres.
Pow.
Oh goodness
And
gracious
then
me.
my final guy is Maguire. I like Maguire, but you guys will hate.
What?
No, I like
Uh,
Mike 10. I like Mike 10. I do.
I like Maguire, man. Maguire is a very, very disciplined. He's a cool head, and he's very good on the ball when it comes to passing
But
the ball.
guys, don't you think repetition is very important with the defending?
You're absolutely spot on,
I
Abdullah.
understand we need defender, but I also think maybe repetition is much
No,
important.
but
Where
we
you
I'll
need
be
have
one.
right
I
back,
think we
guys.
need one. No problem. We need
okay.
one. We need one defender.
Yes, I
One.
agree, but I also believe the more repetition we do, because like, people are forgetting this team is young. The defenders are young. They are young.
Mm,
Mistake will occur. We have to know that.
mm.
And young mistake will happen. So I think we all need maybe they need more repetition.
Badiashile, look, what are you saying, Abdullah? Badiashile injured, Fofana injured. You don't need to,
Yes,
and you still don't need one defender. What are you talking
I
about?
said maybe we need one more, but I also think repetition is very important.
Repetition is important. That one is key, but I think we
And we
need
need
one
one more.
defender.
We need one more. The level of injury I'm seeing, I don't like that. Child.
Do we need a striker?
I'm still gonna hold on to summer for the striker
Mm,
because I want to see the future of Christopher Lukunku before I can make a decision about that.
mm,
Because I have a feeling Lukunku might leave. So if he leaves, we might have to buy a number 9.
mm.
We will see because see, Jackson is doing very well. So we might probably need a number 9, but that have to be in the summer to see what decision we make. Because remember, we're gonna play the Club World Cup in June, July. So do they go for a traditional number 9? What do they have to do? So it's all about the decision the board makes. But I think I'm fine with the striker we have right now. But the future of Ukunku will be a big pivotal situation where we have to make a decision. If you're gonna sell Ukunku, you have to bring in a number 9 into the squad. It is important. We'll have to see how the team is being made up in terms of the way it's being organized. But overall, I'm impressed. Guys, my question to you: can we win the league?
I told you already, we're winning the league. We're winning the league. I've said it already. We're winning this league, man.
Do
Nothing will.
you trust Liverpool to because I don't trust Liverpool to be consistent. I don't trust them.
Mm.
They will lose match for me. They will
Who,
lose match.
Liverpool, right? Yeah.
Yes, they will lose match.
Hmm.
Because of the fixtures they have, they will lose match.
I totally agree. They have
Because
to
they
work.
play Tottenham Hotspur next, West Ham, Leicester, Manchester United in their next 4 matches.
Mm.
That's their next 4 matches. They play Leicester, West Ham, Tottenham Hotspur, and United.
That's why
So
we just need one defender, maybe one. I don't know, maybe one striker to support. Just
the
number
striker
two.
might be for me. The striker might be in the summer. I don't think we're gonna go all out in January to just go and buy a number 9. It has to be something dramatical to
Yeah,
buy a number 9 because Jackson is doing very well. So I
he's
don't think
absolutely doing very well. I
I
agree.
don't think splashing 80 million on number 9 is like an ideal situation. But in the summer we might revisit it because I have a feeling Christopher Lukunku will leave. So if Lukunku does leave, then we'll have to go into the market and revisit the number 9 situation.
Mm.
For me, that's what I'm seeing right now for me. Emmy, talk about Chelsea.
I don't think Emmy is still here.
Emmy, are you there? Emmy, test microphone. Are you there? Talk, okay. Chelsea, are you impressed? Does it surprise you or not?
I mean, I've been impressed with what Maraska has done so far. I mean, what he's doing he's doing an amazing
Sorry to cut it
stuff.
off. Today is the first time under Maresca when we had 21 courses. It's the first time 21 courses.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was saying, man. I mean, what is done, like other than the courses, we are more specific about like how you are actually looking to break through that first line of breaks. And Chelsea
Mm.
several times they will play through you. They don't care who you are bringing down, bringing whoever you are bringing. They will play through you. That's really key. That was like the thing with me with Pochettino. Chelsea were just even though they were winning. Don't get me wrong. The guy still got to like 3 cup finals and stuff. But they
Exactly.
were not. The team was not terrible. And where Chelsea finished, it wasn't terrible, but the way the Chelsea were playing was just like up and down. Sometimes they can't play through a press. They don't feel like it doesn't feel like they were being coached. According to what we're seeing now, it looks like a team being coached. Like you can see the pattern of play, like the way the intricacy and the way the movement and everything.
Yes, yes.
Even if it looks like now, even no matter who comes in,
Mm.
the team still keeps the same standard. Like the standard doesn't drop off like
Intensity is the same.
crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
So the intensity in the team and everyone still look it still look like pretty much the same thing. Even though the Fafana has been out for the last like what 34 games now, and still
Mhm.
you're not saying we're not shouting, oh, there's no Fafana, and which is one thing I think is key. Even when this guy, I don't know if you watched the conference league game, the Raksaki kid,
Mm. Mm.
the Raksaki kid was playing. I'm still like, damn, they're still like control.
The
They're
boy
still
can
like
play.
control. But that guy is good.
Yeah, he's
Let's
very
forget
good.
nonsense.
Very good. Yeah, the boy can ball. He can ball. He can
That
ball.
guy, yeah. All those little other guys, the Georgia now, forget that Raksaki kid.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Raksaki, and I really like the Casadec kid, but I don't know if he has a long term future at Chelsea
I'm a
because
huge
of
Casade fan, man. Yes, I am.
I've been a huge Casadec fan for a long time, so
Mhm.
but I don't think he has future like long term with Chelsea
No,
because
not
of
at Chelsea. No, no.
yeah, because of Santos. Yeah, and Santos might be might be another one
You
coming
think
for
so?
next season.
It remains to
Oh,
be seen.
no. Santos is coming Chelsea next season. That guy is another
Yeah.
monster, man. Is another if you haven't seen him play, go watch him play. So yeah, overall, I just think the level they maintain the level like throughout the game,
Yeah.
and you just need a different armor to win in the Premier League. It's not you
Mhm.
can't keep doing the same thing. Like Abdullah said, sometimes you just got to whip in the cross and just catch the opposition.
Mhm.
You got to use different things, which is what Arsenal currently lacks right now. Because Arsenal is just like one way they overload the right hand side with Saka and Odegaard. And once they double down on those two guys, Arsenal got nothing going forward.
Nothing
You
at
know,
all, though.
not playing. So
Mm.
that is a big reason why I feel Chelsea will probably finish ahead of Arsenal.
Mm.
They will probably because
I think Chelsea finished the league, man.
It's possible. It's possible. They just need consistency. They need consistency. What they're doing now, they got to keep it up, and they need what's it called? A couple of luck
Mm.
because
Mm.
right now we're not seeing it, but the injuries are starting to stack up. Modric has
Yeah.
been out for a while now. A guy Reece James, even though we don't need Reece James, we still got to mention him. Reece James,
That guy.
Reece James, Reece James out, Fafana out, Badiashile out. Um, Today Neto was suspended. Kukuela will be suspended next game. You see the list?
Yeah. Oh,
It's starting to become a really, really long list. So
looking like a very tough season, man.
so it's
Yeah,
so
it's
they, they,
looking
they
very tough.
need they need like they need that luck to be back on their side whereby you know they are at least not even every one of them at least the squad should be
Mm.
fairly because today I checked the bench and he had like 3 or 4 kids on the bench, which is like the Raksaki
Yeah. Very,
guy,
very, very thin bench. Yeah.
very thin bench. So
Tennis
it's
injured, so like
so so Felix injured too. So like the injury list is starting to rack up.
Keep
So
up,
this
man.
is where you need your luck, and you need people to start coming back, and everything start. Otherwise, Chelsea are still gonna go be in trouble later. But if everyone stays fit and the team is fairly, their guys not injured and fairly
Mhm.
healthy, I think Chelsea can actually push Liverpool to the
So let me
brink.
let me put it down to you, okay now. Next week Sunday we play Everton at the Goodison Park. We win that match, Tottenham Hotspur play Liverpool at the Sports Stadium. If they lose that match, Liverpool will end second next week with a game in hand. Do you think we have a chance after that? Because do you think because they have a game in hand against Everton? So do you think we have enough chance to say, okay, if Liverpool goes second, we have enough to be more consistent and just win more matches because of the fixture we have? Are you there? Are you there? I think, okay, are you there?
Yeah.
Can you
Sorry,
hear
what was
me?
the question? Sorry, what was the
I
question?
said next week Liverpool travel to Tottenham Hotspur to play them at their stadium. We play first before them. We win against Everton with top and name the placed Spurs. If they draw that match, they will end up in second, while Chelsea go top of the table. So would that be able to say, okay, interesting? Do you think that then that will change the scenario of Chelsea or not, or is it going to be the same thing with the game in hand for Liverpool? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, Abdullah. The thing is, it's not about the game in hand, and yeah, you can do the maths all you want, but like I said, what's really important is actually having the healthy squad that can go the long run. Like
Yeah.
the table can change next week, and you can be top of the league. Being top of nobody remembers who was top of the league in December.
Until May. Who wins it in May?
Nobody remembers who was second in December. Nobody
Exactly.
remembers. What you really need is a healthy squad and a squad that can compete in a longer run.
Yeah.
Not yeah. Next week, Liverpool can lose their next 3 games. Doesn't matter. Like if they end up winning the title, it's not gonna matter when they lose and who they lose to and what time. What matters is actually like having a full healthy squad and competing all the way through. So I don't want a lot of people to get carried away because, like I said, Chelsea right now looks like they have a lot of injury crisis, but a lot of people are not really saying it or seeing it.
Fair enough. We'll see how it goes. Guys, I appreciate everybody that are tuning today. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe. We had almost 60 today watching. Please, next time we do this thing, let it be like 100, 200, please. And get that freaking likes up. Get that likes up, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button, guys. Share, smash the like button. I appreciate everybody that are coming today. Peace out, my people. God bless. Stay safe. Peace.